day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning Expresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, it's a Tuesday right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'll tell you one thing, we came with energy today.
Oh, we did indeed. Snuggle energy, cuddle energy, and all the good stuff energy, because there's something good on the horizon. I'm going to say officially good morning, Mzansi. Breathe that thing called life inside of you, because we get to celebrate today, and we're celebrating something else. It's an iconic return. You ready for this?
I think I'm ready for it, Raul. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Guess who's back? The true icon of TV top billing has returned. Yes, please. It's back and reimagined for a new generation. So joining us here in Cape Town are two absolute legends of TV. We've got familiar faces, Basetsano Kamalo, as well as Dr. Michael Mole, as we unpack this exciting new chapter. Look at those faces.
So in my mind, if my eyes serve me correctly, I see Raul Demone in the corner as well. Come on, Mr. Ryle. Mr. Top Billing himself. The lineup is absolutely insane. If you've seen anything or heard anything on the radio, then you know for sure that we are in for such a good time come Thursday evening. And of course, repeats will happen on SABC1. For now, though, we're going to get into the excitement happening over in Jersey to say good morning to our girls. What's up, Joburg?
Good morning! We are celebrating in Joburg just as hard as you guys are celebrating Cape Town, because top billing is back.
Yes, it is, baby. And honestly, I just came to the realization of doctors can be.
Hey, Dr. Mo.
Michael Mole, Dr. Fezile Mkhize,
Oh, wow.
Dr. Zanele, Dr. I'm joking.
You're a doctor in my eyes.
We like to call ourselves the doctors of the TV screens, but the real doctors in the house, thank you very much, because the iconic top billing is back. And listen, we're so excited as we come to you live from the Samsung studio right here in this building. We're going to be hosting the new generation presenters, Dr. Fezile Mkhize, as well as Sidimi Vuyompulu, who are bringing a fresh modern energy to top billing. And we honestly can't wait to find out what the future of this iconic show brings.
Of course, let's get it all started. We want to, of course, talk all things top billing today. We're going to Cape Town because our girl Carissa, she has your news headlines.
Zan and Chan, thank you so much. With just 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's dive straight into your national news headlines, Mzansi. And we get started with President Cyril Ramaphosa, who marked Freedom Day in Bloemfontein at the Dr. Ranhlai Molamela Stadium yesterday, reflecting on South Africa's democratic journey under the theme, quote, freedom and the rule of law, 30 years of democratic citizenship. Now, he recalled the historic 1994 election, describing long queues of citizens voting for the first time in unity and resilience. Ramaphosa urged healing and nation building, quoting Madiba Nelson Mandela, while acknowledging progress in services as well as education. He did warn that crime, unemployment and failing infrastructure still do demand urgent collective action. In other news in our country, a 26-year-old Brazilian national has been arrested at OR Tambo International Airport, and that's after being found with cocaine worth an estimated 8.7 million rand. Now, SAP spokesperson Athlenda Mate said the suspect arrived from Brazil on Sunday and was intercepted following a tip-off. Now, officers discovered blocks of drugs hidden in luggage. Authorities say the arrest is part of a wider crackdown on international trafficking syndicates using the airport as a gateway. The suspect is expected to appear in the Kempton Park Magistrate Court on drug trafficking charges today. Well, internationally speaking, Lin Chia Lung has arrived in Eswatini, saying Taiwan will not be held back by, quote, authoritarian forces, end quote, following claims that China pressured African states to block presidential overflight access. Now, the trip follows Taiwan's accusations that Seychelles, Mauritius and Madagascar withdrew flight permissions for President Lai Ching-te, forcing a cancelled diplomatic visit. Now, China denies coercion but supports the decisions. Taiwan and its allies, including Eswatini, continue to resist Beijing's sovereignty claims as international concern grows over escalating diplomatic pressure in the region. Meanwhile, King Charles has arrived in the United States for a landmark 4-day visit aimed at strengthening diplomatic and cultural ties between the two nations. Now, the trip includes high-level meetings with political leaders and public engagements focused on shared history, cooperation and global challenges such as climate change and security. Now, it marks one of its most significant overseas visits since ascending the throne, reflecting a modern approach to royal diplomacy. Now, the visit underscores continuity in the long-standing partnership between London and Washington, with emphasis on collaboration and mutual priorities. And closing off your 6 o'clock news by bringing it back home with South Africa's laughter, it's finding its rhythm once again. And that's with Trevor Noah leading a spirited revival of the, quote, South Africa's Festival of Comedy, end quote, framed as a national team of comedy. Now, the global star steps in as curator, joined by Eugene Khoza and Ntosh Matlagozi, who's spotlighting rising local talent. Now, the journey unfolds from May all the way through to September, with tour stops and build-up events before major showcases out in Pretoria and Cape Town in September. Now, of course, it's a proudly local celebration, and it's been silent since COVID, now bursting back to life, reminding audiences that laughter still connects and carries a little magic of its own. Now, tickets for the festival do go live from tomorrow at 9 a.m, and you can find those on Quicket. I know for sure that they'll sell out really, really quickly, so make sure you get your hands on them. But now, though, it's time for your sports with Raul.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yeah, speaking of dream teams, it looked like Manchester United are becoming a dream team because they move closer to Champions League qualification with a 2-1 win over Brentford at Old Trafford. Now, goals from Casemiro and Benjamin Sesko secured the points, leaving United firmly in third place and just 2 points away from sealing their return to Europe's top club competition. Well, we move to rugby news next, and the junior box team opened their under-20 rugby championship campaign in absolute style with a dominant 48-21 win over Argentina under-20. And that was at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Now, coach Kevin Foote praised the team's attacking flair and strong defense as the boys moved top of the standings after round 1. Well, cricket news is up next, and Laura Wolfhard starred with a magnificent unbeaten 92-run innings as the Proteas women secured a 23-run win. And that was over India women in the 5th and final T20 at Willowmore Park. Now, supported by key wickets from Nonkululeko Nhlaba as well as Nadine de Klerk, South Africa successfully defended 155 runs for 6 wickets by restricting India to 132 runs off 8 wickets. Well, running off sport right now, when we move to the world of tennis, where things are definitely heating up, and Alexander Zverev powered into the 4th round of the Madrid Open with a straight sets win over Terence Atmane. Now, meanwhile, Daniil Medvedev, as well as Casper Ruud and Stefanos Tsitsipas, also advanced comfortably to keep their title hopes alive. Well, it's a roundabout sport. We'll definitely do it in the next hour, but for now, though, we dive into all things weather, and let's roll with the latest. And starting off with all things weather right now, and we're going to dive into Polokwane first. Now let's see what the news brings for you, because Tuesday is looking like mostly sunny skies and gentle northerly winds. Your temperatures start at 15 degrees in Polokwane today, and it looks like it'll be rising to a very warm 28 degrees. Now, if we take a gander at the rest of the week, you can expect cloudy skies with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. So the rain is at bay, and make the most of this beautiful weather, Polokwane. Now we're going to move from Polokwane to Klerksdorp next and prepare for a partly cloudy day with moderate wind from the southwest. Now temperatures begin at a low of 4 and reach a high of 18 degrees. Now, it's a mostly sunny and humid conditions which will be dominating your week, with temperatures reaching a low to mid-20s. A little bit of wind on Thursday, but it looks like a good weather all round. Pretoria's up next, and you can expect mostly sunny skies throughout your day. Temperatures range from a chilly 10 to a warm 24 degrees. And if we look into the week, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures from tomorrow sitting between 12 degrees and 22. Let's take a look at Johannesburg up next, and if we look forward to partly cloudy conditions on your side of town, temperatures will start off from a crisp 6 degrees, moving to a nice comfortable 19 degrees today. And the outlook shows mostly partly sunny skies, with rain likely to come through on Friday at a 50% chance. From Joburg, we move to Mbombela next, and your day kicks off with bright and sunny skies with rain chanced at 25%. Our temperatures are going to be ranging from a low of 13 degrees to a high of 20 degrees. And if we do look at the week ahead, you can expect cloudy conditions, humid as well, with temperatures ranging in the mid to high 20s in Mbombela. Over in Bloemfontein, it looks like partly cloudy conditions are going to be inviting you in for the day with gentle southerly winds accompanying. Your temperatures are going to rise from a cold 1 degree and move to a high of only 14 degrees. So very chilly in Bloem. The next few days, though, bring mostly cloudy skies with rain forecast on Thursday at 100%. Moving to the coast now in Richards Bay, and your day brings mostly cloudy skies with moderate southerly winds. Now, the temperatures range from a cool 16 degrees to a comfortable 22 degrees. If you do look ahead at the rest of the week, you can expect temperatures in the mid to high 20s, clear of rainy conditions. So something we can celebrate, and you can celebrate outside. Over in Durban, let's see what's happening today. You can begin your Tuesday under cloudy skies, steady southerly westerly winds, and temperatures are going to be beginning at a low of 14, climbing to a high mild 22 degrees. Tomorrow's temperatures ranging between 16 and 23 degrees, clear of rain, however, so we can continue the celebrations outside. We move to Mthatha next, and you're in for a partly cloudy day. Looks like temperatures rising from a reserved 5 degrees only to a high of 17, so it's very chilly out in Mthatha. And over the next few days, temperatures will range between the high teens and mid-20s with a 65% chance of rain expected on Thursday. Moving next to Nguba, formerly known as Craddock, a mostly fair sunny day is on the cards for you. Temperatures starting from a freezing 1 degree to a high of 14 degrees. So it's mostly chilly in Nguba, and looking into the coming days, mostly cloudy skies dominate with Thursday forecast to rain at 60%. We move to Kugombo City next, formerly known as East London, and you can expect partly cloudy conditions. There's a firm westerly wind coming through at 39 kilometers per hour, so hold on to your hats. And temperatures for the rest of the week are going to be ranging, today ranging between 13 and 19 degrees. For the rest of the week, partly cloudy conditions and sunny highs in the 20s. In GQ Gqeberha up next, your day brings a partly cloudy skies with rain chanced at 70%. Temperatures sit between 11 and 17 degrees with noticeable westerly winds. Now in the days ahead, you can expect mostly cloudy conditions with tomorrow's temps between 11 and 21 degrees. Moving to George, your Tuesday brings you mostly cloudy skies with rain forecast at 25%. Temperatures rising from a brisk 7 degrees to a high of 16 degrees. Now, as we look ahead for the rest of the week, it's mostly cloudy conditions, temperatures in the high teens to low 20s. No rain at least, so definitely a chance to get outside. In the mother city, however, your day is under partly cloudy skies. Gentle southerly winds are coming through. Looks like the temperatures will range from a chilly 10 degrees to a high of only 18. And in the coming days, you can anticipate mostly sunny skies, clear of rain with Friday flagged for strong winds. Over in Sutherland, it looks like partly cloudy conditions are expected today. A light southeasterly wind is also coming through. Temperatures ranging from a -2, very chilly indeed, and only moving up to a max of 11 degrees, so get those warm coats on. And if we look at the rest of the week, temperatures ranging between 5 and 16 degrees. Clear of rain, however, but definitely chilly indeed. Over in Kimberley, partly cloudy day is what's ahead for you. Temperatures are gliding from a cold 3 degrees, peaking at only 16 for your maximum. And then the next 2 days, you can expect wet conditions with a chance of a 50% rain. And then Thursday brings a 90% chance of rain. Uppies is last but not least, and you can expect intervals of cloudy and sunny conditions throughout your day. Temperatures starting at a low of 7, climbing to a high of 20 degrees. Now the days ahead bring you cloudy and wet conditions with rain forecast till Thursday at 85%. Well, it's of course that time of the morning as we take a look at the rest of the weather patterns across the country. We get excited for our sunrise view of the hour. And we're going to lend a hand from Audrey all the way out in GQ Gqeberha. 17 degrees is what you can expect today, but check this sunrise view. Wow, wow, wow. The hues of orange, the hues of magic coming through for the day. And Audrey, you have set the bar. I have a question for you though, Mzanji. You think you can do better? Well, from your lens to our screens, share your sunrise view with us. And you can use the number 063-036-9649. We'd absolutely love to see how you start your day wherever you are in the world. And for now though, we've got with the temperatures of the weather. Now we're going to find out how to dress our queen for the day, and we might need your help to do that.
Oh, brr, it's cold in here for sure as we welcome in the new season of autumn winter. You can see around the country we're even starting at 3 degrees. We definitely want to make sure that you are cozy, comfy, and definitely looking chic, Mzansi, as we head into the next bit. And that's exactly why I've got to ask you for help. This season is all about versatile layering, where soft knitwear meets clean but contemporary silhouettes from Woolworths' latest collection. And of course, you know it is Tuesday, and I need you to help me choose between two effortlessly styled looks that just balance together a bit of comfort and a bit of sophistication. So let's get into option one. Over here, I've got a blue striped shirt under a great turtleneck knit. And of course, it is styled with a great pair of barrel denims. And then, of course, the color of the season, chocolate brown. That comes in the trench coat as well as the bag. And then, of course, the scarf is there with some added details with the black boots. It is effortlessly layered and really looking absolutely fantastic for a bit of an off-duty look. So that's option one, coming in absolutely strong with all of the best colors that you want to wear this autumn winter. But option two, a strong contender as well. It's over here, and this time it's a khaki knit jumper with stone barrel leg trousers styled with a timeless cream coat that definitely will stand the test of time. The look is finished with a soft cream scarf and of course matching structured bag and boots to go along with it. I will say these boots are both made for walking, so which one would you like me to step into the rest of the show with? It is a perfect blend of comfort and style with effortless layering and timeless winter tones, of course. And of course, my Difference members out there get 30% off women's boots, while all customers get 25% off until the 10th of May 2026, just in time for Mother's Day. So shop this offer at Woolworths, available in store, online, and of course on the app. But Mzansi, come on, the ultimate question, will it be option one or option two to dress me up for the rest of the day?
Oh yes, feast your eyes on this. Possibly one of the most handsome doctors in the country is here, Dr. Michael Mole in the house. How you doing, brother?
I'm really
Oh,
good.
sorry, yeah,
No,
your
fine.
handful
Coffee
there.
in the hand, warm hands.
Man,
yeah.
what an absolute honor to have you back here. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
It's early, but awake. Eyes are bright and sparkly, so, don't look quite as good as you do, Rob.
Oh, God, I'll stop it, you man. Listen, the reason why we're here is not only to just oogle and gaze our eyes over this man, but obviously you're here for a reason, right? We're celebrating something absolutely iconic. Are you excited about this?
I am. Top billing is back. You know all about that.
Oh,
It's
man,
been all
I
over
know.
social media. It's been quite amazing. My mom phoned to say, you're back. You didn't tell me.
And of course, Dr. Michael Mole is going to be joined by our queen, Basitsano Cavallo is here. She's getting ready to embrace this incredible occasion, and we're going to talk everything about it. So don't go anywhere. The doc is also going to give us some great tips as we are heading into the cold season. So yeah, man, we're going to make the most of this absolute legend while he's here, and you get front row seats to the action.
He's good.
See you soon.
Wow.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Well, good morning, Mzansi. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And we're going to make sure by 9 o'clock you're feeling oh so good. Because listen, at the start of the show, we told you we're marking the return of the good life. Top billing is officially back, baby.
It's back, baby. The good life is here. We're going to be looking at how we take care of ourselves behind the scenes, especially as we move into winter, right? But before we do, we want to ask this question to you. What are you most excited about when it comes to top billing? Obviously, it's back, and we've got so much to look forward to. But we want to know from you, what is the thing that is on the top of your list in terms of those dream weddings, those incredible locations and houses, the destinations, the travel? Or is it just to see Michael Mole on the screen again? I mean,
Actually.
if that's your answer, of course, no one's going to argue with
And
you
you're
on
not
that one.
alone in saying that either. There's so many great people and new presenters that are also joining. So maybe one of them is definitely a peak for you. I know that former Miss South Africa, so Zabinia Tunzi, is also going to be joining. So it's going to be an exciting time.
Listen, excitement is an understatement, and we're going to keep that energy going right throughout this morning, Sons, and keep it coming. Whether it's a voice note, a picture, get nostalgic, it doesn't matter. Let's just keep this energy going right now. It's top billing energy, and you know where you're getting front row seats right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And speaking of front row seats, let's bring on an absolute legend, the good doc, Dr. Michael Mole. He's joining us right now to unpack why the season quietly reveals how well our bodies are really coping day to day. And I think it's so important right now. You can see Chris and I are absolutely dressed
cozy.
in layers, but we need more. And of course, when the doc is in the town, we're going to exploit him all morning. Free consultations.
Come on, Doc.
You're indeed.
You don't mind?
Listen, guys, I got to say, you're doing really wonders for my ego, because I was stopped the other day by someone who said, I'm sorry to ask you this, but you look like an older version of Michael Mole.
Wait, what was the response? You said,
Do I not get old? Can I not?
am I not allowed to?
No, my response is
Doc.
actually no. I get that all the time. I don't know. No, not me. You know.
Not me. We look alike, but you look exactly the same according to the rest of us.
I can vouch for
don't
this,
know.
yes.
Absolutely.
I'll take that. I don't believe you, but thank you.
No, Doc, but we want to delve into the doctor's side of Dr. Mole and find out a couple of questions. As we know, autumn, winter is here. It's not even around the corner anymore. And we kind of think of winter as a check-in with our body from head to toe. So what does it start to reveal about our health as we step into the colder season?
Well, I tell you, winter is like a lie detector for your body. It really is. You think everything's fine. You kind of go through your summer with the occasional gym visits, eating decently, that wine on Tuesdays, and all of a sudden you get to winter and it just feels like my energy's gone, my mood is gone. I feel like a damp sock.
Yeah.
And you think, I hate winter. But winter didn't do that to you. You did that to you. Winter just revealed it. I mean, think about it like a pothole. So if you drive over a pothole, it's on the same way to work and you hit that same pothole every day and day. It doesn't do anything to your wheel until your tread runs thin. And all of a sudden you hit that with a thin tread and it is drama. So that's what's happening to us in winter. So the pothole is winter, the tire is our health, and you and I have been running on a thin tread for way too long. That's what happens with winter.
I did not expect this wake-up call at
Yeah,
6
like,
a.m.
I don't know. I used to love winter. I'm like, God, this good surface. I'm like, I don't know if I want this feeling. But you obviously mentioned the fact that we feel tired, we feel flat.
Right.
Obviously, the season is revealing that to us. But is there external influence that's adding to this reason? Lack of maybe sunshine, the cold weather itself? Is it inducing this?
There definitely is, Ryan. I'm glad you mentioned swell, because I mean, when the swell hits in Cape Town, that's a good season. But three things are happening to your point. So firstly, light. All right, light's like a master switch for our biology. Your body runs on sunlight like your phone runs on a charger. And during winter, it's like someone's hidden the charger. And all of a sudden, you're running on 12% because that light triggers vitamin D, it triggers serotonin, your mood enhances. So without that light, you're running on empty and you really are running on, that little red bar.
Yeah.
So light's the first thing. The second thing is it's cold. So it's 6 a.m. in the morning, it's dark, it's cold, and every mammalian instinct in you says, don't get up and exercise. Stay under the duvet.
And we should listen to it, probably.
No. You're not hearing me correctly. But we do. So generally, we go straight under that cover and we don't exercise. And exercise, guys, is not fitness. It is fitness, but it's the most important immune regulator in our bodies.
Sure.
Your immune system loves it. Without exercise, our immune system just kind of drops off. And so that skip gym visit, the no runs, it just builds up, and all of a sudden your immune system's compromised and you get that cold. So it's cold, we're not exercising. What's the third thing? I'd say it's darkness, it's probably our comforts. Carissa, you mentioned it earlier.
Come on.
So it's that extra glass of wine in the evenings when it's cold.
You're gonna
it's
blame
the
me?
pasta or the gnocchi that I can hear boiling in the kitchen at the moment.
Oh, and the second plate as well.
Extra butter too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or it's that sort of Netflix spiral at 11 p.m. and we call that self-care. You know, just like it's winter, but your immune system just puts on a warning sign like that's a threat.
Sure.
So I think those three things are really what get to us in winter.
Well, I'm glad you gave us some notes because
Yeah.
those are maybe the bad habits that we should avoid. I've got a personal question.
Yeah.
I wear my hair wet sometimes and it's raining outside. And my mom told me,
Mama
never
also told
do
me,
that.
yeah.
Never do that because you will get a flu immediately. So is that a habit that
Is
I
it
should
an old
drop?
wives' tale? Or is that like, is there a theory
I
there?
haven't met your mom. She's probably amazing, but I am going to say
incredible.
that is an old wife.
No.
My mother used to tell me too, don't run outside with wet.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Absolute nonsense. You don't get a cold from being chilly. All right? Winter's not the cause.
Yeah.
You get a cold from a virus. all right?
Right.
And what winter does is really just expose that to you. So we've got, our immune system has been undermined for the entire season.
True.
All right. So we get to winter, we spend time in a poorly ventilated office with 40 other people that have the immune systems undermined, and all of a sudden it just hits us.
Yeah.
We get cold, we get sick. A virus kind of kicks in. We're not sleeping properly. And by the way, sleep's fascinating. If you are not sleeping properly, and this is just a proper 7 hours at night, your natural killer cells, so this is your frontline defense against viruses, your natural killer cells activity drops by about 70%. One night,
Whoa.
bad sleep.
So they just like go inactive almost.
They do, and we string those bad nights of sleep together like fairy lights.
Right.
You know, so
Consistency.
exactly
The worst kind.
And so that's what's hitting us. So it's not winter. Winter's the alibi. It's not chilliness that makes you sick. It's not your wet hair.
It's not the wet hair.
It's the virus that we let into our systems because our immune systems are undermined.
Even at my big
Oh,
age,
man.
I'm learning so much right
Doc,
now.
you just came in here and scared us. You just told us we're doing everything wrong. Stop living life the way you are.
Start from scratch.
It's educating. It's sharing. Now you know. Now we
My
know better.
goodness.
I am glad that I don't have to dry my hair after the first minute of surfing though, so that's great. Mom, stop complaining anymore.
Come
I'm
on.
fine. I haven't been sick
beautiful,
for years. But what can we do? Let's make this positive. In
Right.
terms of the things that we're doing wrong, clearly there's a big list, but how can we flip the switch right now as we're entering this month of getting even colder? How do we defend ourselves against the season and what it brings with its influence?
So it's almost undoing the bad that we just talked
Yeah.
about
Right.
earlier. But I would prioritize sleep, just like it's your most important meeting of the day. Just mark that off on the calendar, and it's the same time to bed, the same time to wake every day. So consistency, vitally important. Okay? If you don't get that, your body just reacts negatively. It's a poor sleep. Even if you're getting 7 hours, for example, and you go to bed at 11 and then at 1 and then at 9, that consistency throws your body out. It loves sameness, so give your body sameness. So sleep is crucial. All right. And the thing about sleep too, and this is where winter generally feels yucky, is if you wake up within the first 30 to 45 minutes, so we talked about sleep, this is sunlight. If you wake up in that first 30 to 45 minutes and you don't get sun, your body doesn't trigger its cortisol response. Cortisol is good for you in the mornings. That's what wakes you up. What you guys have in the morning when you look at that camera and go, welcome to your favorite breakfast show, and all that energy, I'm sitting going, that's cortisol, man.
Yeah.
And you get that in the first 30 minutes by getting sunlight into your eyes. If you don't, the rest of your day just doesn't match up. So your melatonin at night gets
Yeah.
released late, and so you're sleeping badly, and it compounds. So early morning light, really, really important to kind of get that going. Coffee, no.
Oh.
So if you have coffee within the first 30 minutes of waking up, guys, this is the
trying.
bad
I
news,
thought you
Carissa.
said
I'm so
yes,
sorry.
coffee.
Yeah. Carissa's right. Look, I've been up for more than 30 minutes. So, but in the first 30 minutes, if you're having caffeine,
Yeah.
it blunts your cortisol spike. And so you don't get that kind of, I'm awake and I'm ready for the day. So decaf in the mornings for the first 90 minutes, then hit your caffeine hard, all right? But protect that early morning light, get your sleep sorted. So it's light, sleep, and I'd say exercise.
Yeah.
You know,
How about
just-
your cell phone light?
Blue light. Yeah, that's right. That's a blue light that kind of. But I tell you, blue light in the mornings is okay, but in the evening, when you go to bed and you doom scroll, I often tell my
Yes.
kids, don't scroll, search. Like be. But that blue
Intentional,
light
yeah.
can trigger melatonin or lack of, blocks your melatonin.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're wide awake within 4 or 5 seconds.
Right. You think
So-
it's putting you to sleep, it's keeping you
Exactly.
awake.
So phone out of your bed, guys, because just knowing that it's there, that like glance at the blue light and you're awake.
Well, I've been living wrong, I'll tell
I
you
know,
that.
and
much.
don't worry.
It feels like such a damp time. I'm so sorry.
No,
It's just like,
Doctor
don't,
Great,
don't,
it's
don't,
good,
don't,
it's
don't,
good.
Made the country feel guilty, okay? So thank you for that, Doc.
Here's what I'm saying. Get up early morning and
Yeah.
get light as soon as you can. It's free. There are no side effects. Even if it's grey weather, just do that. Just not with sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Get some natural light. Guard your sleep like it's the most important meeting of the day, which it really is.
Yeah.
And just move.
Move your body.
Yeah, he's turned 70. He's been moving his whole life. He's strong. He's got biceps. This is, take a leaf out of his book.
Okay,
Absolutely,
beautiful.
Doc. Seriously though, thank you so much. I think everybody needed to hear this. A lot of us are dealing with it. We're feeling it right now, and we're wondering why. And you've given us the answer and the solution. So get outside, Mzansi. Winter doesn't just challenge the body; it also gives us a chance to strengthen it. And often it's the small, consistent changes that make the biggest difference. And the difference right now is the fact that we're going to keep that top billing energy going on and on because we got good guests to celebrate.
Oh my goodness, Mzansi, I cannot believe we are a few days away from the return of the iconic top billing, but we are a few seconds away from making you a millionaire because, Mzansi, the staggering 75 million rand estimated Powerball Plus jackpot is turning up the heat this Tuesday vandag. Play now and step closer to winning the multi-millions. Of course, buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app or cell phone banking. We've already posted all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so go check them out. It's Panda Push Up Play. Powerball Plus for an estimated 75 million rand jackpot today, and you could win big. Of course, it's all things top billing, but we're in the first hour of the show, and there's still so much to look forward to. Zan, what's coming up?
Oh, man, there's so much to look forward to, especially because, my friend, yes, top billing is back, and this is why we are celebrating with Dr. Michael Mole. But the lovely thing is that he is still a doctor, Sana, which is why we're asking his expertise on how we can look after ourselves when it comes to our immune system this winter. Because, my friend, it does get very tricky for a lot of us at this time of the year. So that's going to be coming up. Then also on the way, you know, we love ourselves a good recipe, particularly one that is easy for you. We're getting into a pan-seared gnocchi. It just sounds delicious. We're going to take a short break. You can go get some coffee, ungaya uya toilet if you need to, but then come back and get into the rest of your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso. Of course, you know that already, right here on S3. And on S3, we serve the best of the best because for decades, Top Billing set the standard for aspiration on South African television. We all grew up watching it and absolutely loving it and wanting to be a Top Billing presenter. And they gave viewers a glimpse into the world of possibility, but also success and the very best of the good life.
The best indeed. Now, after a very few years off screens, this iconic show is making a powerful return, but with a fresh perspective. And this one reflects a changing world and a new generation of storytellers. Now, joining us to unpack this exciting new chapter, we have the man himself, Dr. Michael Ball, in the building once again. We've had a little intro this morning, of course. He served us with a free consultation. Thank you very much. And let me tell you this man officially was the reason I actually got on TV.
Oh,
you
wow.
were my inspiration.
Wow.
You were my George Clooney. You're the reason I even tried in life, man.
The young one or the...
No, but Doc, seriously, that was the case, and I'm
thank you.
absolutely
Wow.
grateful for you doing that. But it's not just you on your own this morning, because you brought your compadre, our
absolutely.
queen
Oh,
of TV,
Masisano
Masisano Khumalo.
Good. I kept the seat warm for you. Yeah, no, you get close, get close. Get
The
close.
best part is that you guys are matching.
Good morning.
Green is the color of money is all I'm saying. And y'all are looking so expensive and beautiful. Welcome, guys, and thank you for joining us. And also, thank you for bringing back Top Billing. We're very excited to have it. As Bucky walked in this morning, I said, Thursday's around the corner. How are we feeling? Are we nervous? Are we excited? But we know it's always been synonymous with aspiration. I mean, you can't say Top Billing without that. But the world has changed slightly, as we know, Michael and Masisano. So what can we expect from this round of Top Billing, this season of The Good Life?
First of all, we're so excited that the show is back after, what, 6-7 years?
Unbelievable. I was going to say, you look like an older version of Masisano Khumalo. That'd be unfair, because that was a previous story you didn't get, but you don't. You still look the same. You have not changed. It's not
Thank
fair.
you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's why he's one of my favorite people, right?
I mean, yes.
You know, what's exciting for me, first of all, is that we have this new talent that's coming on the show that's going to give it this freshness, this new energy, new signature, and everybody's so unique that's coming on the show. Zozibini, I don't know. Hello. Hello. Here you are. And we're still going to stick to the core pillars of the show. Architecture and design, weddings definitely, celebrity interviews, fashion, and we've got a new segment as well.
We do wellness. Can you believe it? Yes, at last.
Wellness.
So this is just,
Beautiful.
and it's
Tell
not
us
what
more.
we just talked about now, the kind of do, don't. It's just like, hey guys, aspiration when it comes to your health. You know, lifespan is one thing, but we're talking about health span. How do we live well now? So the best of the good life from a healthcare perspective, right now, and I love that, because that's really what you want. It doesn't matter how long you live.
Absolutely.
That you live those days really,
Wow.
really well. And we're going to bring that to the screen, which I'm so excited about.
I wanted to ask this question, and I don't even know if you have the answer to it yet, but everyone's asked me the same thing online. We've had this big gap and this long sort of period of like anticipation of when is it coming back. Why now? Why would you say that now's the right time to bring this back to the people, bring it back to the country? And why do you think this timing is so perfect as well?
You know, talking about bringing it back to the people, it's the people that wanted the show back.
You've been asking.
And there's this TikTok billing youngster that really made, wanting Top Billing back go viral. And so I think for us, it's about bringing the best of the good life. It's an aspirational show. It's a show that gets people to dream and realize the possibilities. And so we're looking forward to be able to just create new content, fresh content, because these days content lives on multiple platforms.
True.
So people will not only watch it linear, but you can get it on your smartphone. And one of the other segments that we're actually introducing is at home with. So we're going to do celebrity interviews in their own homes as well. So I think that's really a nice just look and feel. But it's understanding where the audiences are and how audiences are consuming content. And so we want to stay relevant and ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Giving the people what they want.
Exactly.
Yeah, we listen.
And
We
I think
listen.
there's going to be a level of authenticity, I think, that
Yeah.
we didn't have before. So it's behind the scenes. It's what happens on set, which I think think our viewers haven't seen in the past, and that's actually really exciting. So it's getting, it's seeing Michael fight with, Marissa, who says it's court play. Michael goes,
We're waiting
it's
for
court
that
play.
moment.
Court play. And then we have this discussion and disagree, and then what's the third or the fourth or the fifth take, and we're going, guys, come on.
Come on.
And it's those kinds of things, and people want to see that. And let's make it. Does Michael make it? Yes, a lot.
It doesn't, guys. It doesn't. It's flawless.
I love that because growing up watching Top Billing, it was a different time. Social media wasn't even part of the conversation or our world, so that's all we had. And whatever you gave us, we took it. And now we're at a point where we've got access to so much more. So the fact that you're tapping into that and saying, we see you and we're going to be part of this and be part of the relevance, the evolution,
Yes.
it just makes it so beautiful.
Yeah, there's this new thing called Instagram. It's amazing. You take photographs.
We were the original influencers. by the way.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You were. No, we as Top Billing.
That's true. That's actually
100%.
very
But as
true.
a show, as in the content that we always used to produce, and now with the advent of social media, and people are consuming content differently now, and so we were the original
We were, and is it
influencers,
true?
as in the content, not us. But
No, but you also. But you also.
She's backpedaling. I'm like, no, you were pretty, man.
I'd love to know, maybe not to get too nostalgic, but probably the best eyes that have seen this game evolve. You've seen it transform from the magic that it was to where it has become now. What's that evolution been like from your perspective? I don't think I could ask anyone this because you've had front row seats to it all. You've been a part of this evolution.
beginning.
What's been the most dramatic change in your perspective? Or has anything actually changed? Was it kind of just the same with just different mediums? Quite a deep one, right?
I think storytelling has become really big. So it's the narrative, guys. Don't just show me. Like invite me and tell me. I don't just want to see what you're doing.
I want to experience it.
I want to understand why that's there. Why is this cushion, I don't know. I can't even think of the color. What color is this? Teal. But my point is, it's give me the origin story.
Yeah, the
Tell me,
context.
like we're in New York with a South African designer. How did you get there? Tell me the story about your trip through Cameroon and the difficulties that put you in here. So I think that's really key. And I think that's what people are looking for. Again, part of the social media platforms. It's what's behind the scenes. Give us the authenticity. And I
get
think
ready
that's-
with me.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think the storytelling is really key on all aspects.
I love that. Are we going to be getting ready with you, Basisana?
Oh, you bet, honey.
Oh, girl.
Bet, girl.
I can't wait.
That's true. It's a fascinating part of the show. It's an hour and a half getting ready with Bussy, and it's about a 30-second get ready with
Signed
Michael.
up for.
Just does the flick of the hair.
I'm done with you.
I realize that now. We haven't even started. You can't be done with me.
I love it.
And in terms of working together, obviously,
Yeah.
this is a rare occasion once again to be united, to have these sort of golden moments that seem so unscripted. What's this like in terms of the friendship and the real connection? Because this
The
isn't
chemistry
just
is
TV,
here.
right? This is real life.
Listen. Michael is one of my favorite human beings on the planet.
Yeah.
A dear friend. I mean, we go back over 3 decades in this friendship. Michael was the MC at our wedding
Oh, come
in
on.
2000.
Wow.
In 2000. And so we've come a long way and we've seen each other, just evolve in our different career paths. We connected with just family and how we're raising our children and we are anchored by our faith. So there's a lot of values that we share that I think makes this friendship very unique.
Very, very special. I ditto to what you said. But let me tell you a bit about Bussy, all that she's done. And she really was the influence of the day. The most humble, gracious, down-to-earth, big-hearted individual. From a friendship perspective, just unbelievable. But we're standing together on set after years of not being together. And it all comes back. The little things we used to do looking at the camera, they're like, clearing the throat. Bussy used to do that. It's amazing. And I did that, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm not going to tell you what my nickname for Bussy was, because that was horrible, But no, I won't.
Maybe later.
We'll wait
not
for the
even,
behind the
That's like behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. That's behind a paywall. So if you want to see that, Substack.
I just want to leave it at this, and I think this was the most special thing for me, being a part of one of these shoots that we got to work together on, and seeing the two of you literally do exactly that. Reunite, it's like friends of old, like no time has passed. The connection was so pure, it was so authentic, and I thought to myself, you know what? If Top Billing could just show a percentage of this, we would fall in love with it, because it is true, it's authentic, and it's something real that I think we can all celebrate and share. And much like we're celebrating top billing, we're also celebrating your lives and your journey as well. So I hope you can celebrate this moment as much as we are celebrating it. And we're not going to stop here because we asked them to stay for the entire morning. And you, Mzansi, get front row seats to all of this magic right now, because it's not just these legends that we're going to be tucking into right now, but the fact that Josie's also got a few that we need to talk about. Speaking of Josie, you there?
I am here, my lovely Ryle. Oh my goodness, we are so excited about top billing. Of course, Dr. Mole, he wants you guys to stay healthy through winter, which also includes your gut health. Now, when your gut bacteria are just thrown off balance a little bit, it can sometimes lead to diarrhea, especially during or after taking antibiotics. Interflora contains a probiotic yeast that works in the gut to help restore the natural balance of bacteria. It can be used for antibiotic-associated diarrhea or acute diarrhea, and it can also be taken alongside antibiotics. There is no need to wait. Another great benefit is that Interflora can be used by the entire whole family, including newborn babies, making it a helpful addition to your medicine cupboard. Speak to your pharmacist and find out more about your Interflora today. We're taking a quick, fast ad break, my Feel Good family. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day.
Yes, you beautiful people. Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let me tell you, it is feeling absolutely incredible when you're standing next to two legends like this right now. And today we're stepping into the world of the good life. We're in the kitchen to prove that wellness and gourmet flavor go hand in hand. And we're going to be making a dish that is smart and delicious. And it only takes 10 minutes. We're talking about a crispy sage and burnt butter gnocchi. And believe it or not, Dr. Michael Mole is putting this one together.
Yeah.
Brace yourselves, Mzansi.
No, this is true. So, right, you said a smart dish. What makes this smart? I mean, delicious, I can
I
imagine.
don't know. Well, the fact that it probably takes 10 minutes, I hope.
Okay.
I hope. Let's see, though.
Fast.
That's probably
All right.
the smart part about it is that you don't have to put too much time into it.
Are you making gnocchi? What are you
I am gnocchi. So gnocchi is kind of a combination of potato and flour, which means you probably should have one and then just walk away. You know? So this could serve 3 families of 15 each. No, I'm teasing. That's fine. Very tasty. Very much your kind of winter comfort food.
Yes.
But again, don't overdo gnocchi. It's just your body's going, give me more protein.
Unless you're maybe like a triathlete or something, then this works, right? Good
But
carbs.
this is true. How many triathletes are out there that eat gnocchi?
So what are you going to add? What are you going to add, Mike?
So a little bit of garlic, a little bit of butter once this is brown. So a little bit of butter just to kind of give that flavor. That's what we're aiming at. A bit of sage, which is a wonderful herby.
The smell of
What is
sage.
sage? It is lovely. Huh?
A warmy herb. A warm thing herb, I would say, but something that's also perfect for winter. I also want to ask you, with regards to
beautifully
your,
fragrance.
call it Italian cooking game. How's your Italian cooking levels? Do you do much like Italian cooking at home, lasagnas, pastas, anything like that?
I'm an experimental cook, so I don't follow a recipe, and I love cooking, by the way. So for me, it's really just getting creative in the kitchen and having fun.
Wait, so is it like a journey for you? You kind of like tasting it as you go?
I will not make the same dish again. I just wing it, but it's my happy place.
So your kids can never get a recipe
That's
from
her
you.
kids going, Mom, never make that dish again. That's really what happens. You know.
Try it again. But that means you can't obviously make a recipe because everything is just new, it's live, it's another version of it.
You don't say, can never make a recipe book. You never know, you
Never
know?
know.
I would
You never
love
know.
to see that, yeah.
How much butter, by the way?
More butter, more better, man.
No, Michael, that's enough.
Is it too much?
No.
I generally have butter with my bread, so yeah.
Shall I help you season?
Please do, that'd be great.
Doc, what you need to be careful
What's
of
interesting
is
about butter, by the way, and I mean, this is another, we talked about old wives' tales about don't run outside with wet hair, is,
Yeah.
you know, you've got to watch butter or watch egg intake because it increases your cholesterol. We've found that your dietary cholesterol, things like butter and egg, have no impact on your blood cholesterol. Did you know that? So you can have as many eggs as you like. Butter, I'd be a little bit cautious of because of the fats, but eggs, no problem.
eggs.
So just
Listen
throwing
to
it
that,
in there.
guys. Doc, I always get complaints about the fact that I eat like 4 or 5 eggs in the morning. And everyone's like, oh, you're going to get high cholesterol. And I've literally seen this.
Not
I've
even
heard it,
close.
so I'm good.
You're good. You
We're
are
good,
man.
guys. We
Yeah.
are good. Officially, have as many eggs as you want. Well, maybe not as many, but have as many as required to get your protein levels on.
The
Exactly.
doctor has spoken.
Yes, Basi, why are you doing all the work here? I'm supposed to be getting my hands dirty
Just
for you.
Listen, I'm here for us to eat at some point.
Let's knock
Okay,
it.
so
Mike,
we've
are
added
we
a bit of
looking on the
garlic.
gnocchi?
I'm loving the scent, the aroma sense. That's not the scent. This is aroma. Okay, just double checking. I'm so confused.
When do we add this?
Yes, I think add a little sage, but
Okay.
just kind of crush it before you go. Just let those natural oils come out,
Oh, look at you.
and then just no, really. I mean, it's a bit of a.
No, man, Michael.
No, you're right. No, it doesn't. That doesn't do anything. No. But it's
Okay, I'm just going to do that.
okay. Yeah. This is great. I saw this in a.
It smells really nice. Eh?
Excuse
A
my
cocktail
silence,
once.
but I'm just like in awe, just having such a nostalgic moment watching the two of you in the kitchen right now. How often has this actually happened? How often have the two of you been making a meal together? This is like a first, right? Could this be a SA first?
This could be a first.
It could
Yeah.
be a first.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. That's true. I don't think I'd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, all right.
So when do we put the...
Honored.
So I think the cheese. This is lovely golden brown. I mean, this is delicious. I'm
so
about
good.
ready to plate this.
Cool, so I've got some lemon over here that I think I'm going to need a zest for you as well.
Okay.
How are we plating this, Michael? Do you have any idea in terms of layers or how we do this?
No, I think I'm just going to put the plate down and pour everything in, and then we just fix it afterwards. It's generally the way this happens.
Okay, got you. So,
By the way, guys, if you want to beat your winter blues, and we talked about that earlier, there are two things you want to have a lot of: vitamin D and zinc. So vitamin D you're going to get from sunlight, which is great, and zinc from oysters. But oysters on a Tuesday morning is probably not great. So meat, pumpkin seeds, good supplement. That'll keep you strong throughout winter as well.
Got you. Wow,
All right,
okay.
here we go.
All right, so we've got plates here for the gnocchi. Careful, that's
Careful,
really
careful.
hot. Yeah, that looks good, man. I love how you got that crisp on the outside, hopefully keeping it soft on the inside as well. Of course, sometimes you can possibly scan this recipe. Check it out online right now. If you are feeling inspired, there's a QR code that can bring you closer to your Italian recipe. This one right here already smells incredible. Parmesan's going on top of that. I zested some lemon in there, but I'm going to do it on top again.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Got the salt,
Nice.
a little bit of zest, and
Thank
just
you
like
for
that for the
zesting
first
it.
time on live TV, Patsitsano Komalo and Dr. Michael Mole have collaborated for the first ever gnocchi, and just like that, we finish it off with some of these nuts, just a little bit of a sprinkle, and beautiful stuff. Dr. Michael Mole, I'm impressed, bro.
Nuts are very
fun.
interesting, man. If they look like what they're good for. So these walnuts look like brains and really good for your brain. Did you know?
Yeah, you are what you eat.
Sometimes I think you make up this.
I also do. I'm with
Ask
Masi on this
ChatGPT,
one.
man. That's true. Walnuts look like brains, good for your brain.
Oh, well, look, guys, it's an absolute honor having you in the kitchen. It's only just having you on our Feel Good Breakfast show, and I'm asking that you don't go anywhere, Mzansi, and you don't need to do that either. You can scan this QR code right now to get this recipe, and trust me, this magic is going to continue all morning long. Get hungry and get excited for what's up next.
What do we need this for?
delicious. Shall we chow?
They're done.
Nicely done, guys.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, you beautiful people. Welcome back. I'm Zanzi. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show is feeling absolutely incredible, especially seeing that we've elevated things, and we're going to elevate some looks right now too. Because earlier we asked you at home to help Carissa decide between two beautifully styled looks. One relaxed and a layered version, and then the other polished and refined. But believe it or not, the votes are coming in thick and fast. And let's take a look at some of these comments before we reveal our winning look. Now, we've got a couple comments to go through right now. Nino Ticolo says, the outfits are both cute, but I will go with option number 1. Hashtag style by Woolies. Nicely done there, Nino. I absolutely love that comment. Let's see if we've got any more. We've got Sanette Funny Kak, who says, good morning, Expresso family. Option 1 for the lovely Carissa. Have an awesome day, fam. I hope, Sanette, you have an awesome day too. And thank you so much for that comment. We got any more? We got Shireen Abrams, always weighing in on some good comments, our top fan. Good morning, Carissa and the team happy Tuesday, I choose option 1 for Carissa. Love the entire outfit, and she will also match with Ryle. Oh, I see what you did there, Shireen. Nice. Have a beautiful day, team. Lots of love. Shireen, the foresight, just incredible. You know, like one step ahead. I see you. But of course, we've got to reveal our winning look, and it is official. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in our beautiful Madalista.
For option 1.
Yeah.
Brown, my favorite part is that I do get to match with you. And
Yes.
Mzansi, brown is the color of the season. So from top to toe, it just is giving. Sophisticated, cool, chic, amazing.
Love it, yeah.
10 out of 10, no notes.
I almost feel like you could go anywhere with this, whether
Literally.
it's a date, whether it's closing a meeting, whether it's just a casual link up. It doesn't matter. You're going to elevate the space that you walk into and leave people asking, who's she wearing?
Who's that
Where do I get
girl?
that? Who's that girl?
And I will tell you, I'm wearing Woolworths from every single angle. It looks fantastic. The bag to match with the gold hardware, the scarf in case it gets a little bit chilly throughout the
Nice,
day,
nice.
and of course, layer upon layer. And the thing is, people get nervous when it comes to layers. They think it's bulky, but no. If you have the right kind of layers, it'll be perfect. Just have the shirt peeking out a little bit with the jersey and just feeling fantastic.
Yeah, the fact that you're accessorizing and you're not even using accessories, you're just using the items that you're wearing right now, the
Absolutely.
clothing, the fashion speaks for itself. You are primed for the season, looking the part. You're even walking a bit differently. I don't know
That's what I'm
got a new
saying.
swag in your step. Absolutely love it. Mzansi, y'all did good. Thank you for coming through and absolutely making Carissa look this incredible. She's officially part of the team. Top billing-esque, I'd say.
Say it again.
Say it again. Well, look, this is a perfect blend of comfort and style with effortless layering and timeless winter tones. Now, the difference is my difference. Members get 30% off a woman's boots, while all customers get 25% off until the 10th of May 2026. Now, you can shop this offer at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, and of course, on the app. Yeah, you look good.
Well, dressed the part, it is time to get into your national news headlines. It's just after 7 o'clock in Mzansi. Let's get straight to it. With the Gauteng Health Department that has urged parents to prioritize childhood immunization amid declining vaccination rates. Our program manager, Chifiwa Shabambas, warned that reduced coverage leaves children vulnerable to preventable diseases. Now, in 2025-26, 75.3% of infants were vaccinated, down from 83% the previous year. Officials are intensifying outreach campaigns and catch-up services at clinics and early learning centres. Now, Mashamba stressed the importance of following the national schedule, saying timely vaccination remains one of the most effective tools to protect public health as well as save lives. In other news in our country, President Cyril Ramaphosa marked Freedom Day in Bloemfontein at the Dr. Rantlai Molamela Stadium, reflecting on South Africa's democratic journey under the theme Freedom and the Rule of Law, 30 years of democratic citizenship. Now, he recalled the historic 1994 election, describing long queues of citizens voting for the first time in both unity and resilience. Ramaphosa urged healing and nation building, quoting Madiba Nelson Mandela. While acknowledging progress in services and education, he warned that crime, unemployment, and failing infrastructure still demand urgent collective action. Let's take a look further afield now at your international news-making headlines, where indirect peace efforts in the Iran conflict gained momentum yesterday, with Tehran submitting a phased proposal to the United States via Pakistani mediators, aimed at easing tensions and reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Now, the plan reportedly prioritized a ceasefire and maritime stability, with nuclear talks deferred to a later stage. Now, Washington is reviewing the offer but insists any deal must address Iran's nuclear program. Now, despite stalled direct talks, diplomatic channels through Pakistan, Oman, and Russia remain active as pressure builds for de-escalation across the region. Meanwhile, Lin Chialung has arrived in Eswatini, saying Taiwan will not be held back by, quote, authoritarian forces, end quote, following claims that China pressured African states to block presidential overflight access. Now, Now, the trip follows Taiwan's accusation that the Seychelles, Mauritius and Madagascar withdrew flight permissions for President Lai Ching-te, forcing a cancelled diplomatic visit. China denies coercion but supports the decision. Now, Taiwan and its allies, including Eswatini, continue to resist Beijing's sovereignty claims as international concern grows over escalating diplomatic pressure in the region. And closing up your 7 o'clock news here, tucked inside Oxford's historic Bodleian Library, where centuries of history are almost tangible. An unconventional, fluffy, modern-day star is healing hearts. Now, Issy, a long-haired Siberian cat with a name as grand as Isambard kitten Brunel, named after the famous British industrialist, has become an unofficial mascot at the college. Each day he rides the bus with librarian Jamie Fishwick-Ford, greeting curious commuters before settling into office and library life. But Issy's real magic shines with students, offering cuddles, calm and quiet comfort, especially when stress peaks or even homesickness bites. Friendly and thriving on attention, Issy has turned an ancient academic space into something unexpectedly warm and also oh so welcoming. We definitely could do with some Issy cuddles as we head into the colder season, but that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time now for an update on your sports with Raul.
Thank you so much, Carissa. It looks like Brentford might have needed the support and comfort of that little kitten because Manchester United last night moved closer to Champions League qualification with a 2-1 win over Brentford at Old Trafford. Now, goals from Casemiro and Benjamin Sesko secured the points, leaving United firmly in third place and just 2 points away from sealing their return to the Europe's top club competition. Well, from footballing action, we move to rugby news next. And the junior box team opened their under-20 rugby championship campaign in style with a dominant 48-21 win over Argentina under-20 in Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Now, coach Kevin Foote praised the team's attacking flair and strong defence as the boys moved atop of the standings only after round 1. Well, cricket news is up next and definitely something to celebrate as Laura Wolfhard starred with a magnificent unbeaten 92-run innings as the Protea women secured a 23-run win over India women. And that was in the 5th and final T20 at Willamore Park. Now, supported by key wickets from Nonkululeko Mhlaba as well as Nadine de Klerk, South Africa successfully defended 155 runs for 6 wickets by restricting India to 132 runs for 8 wickets. Well, lastly in the world of sport, we move to the tennis action that's definitely been heating up, and Alexander Zverev powered into the 4th round of the Madrid Open with a straight sets win over Terence Atmane. Now, meanwhile, Daniil Medvedev, Casper Ruud, as well as Stefanos Tsitsipas also advanced comfortably to keep their title hopes alive. Well, we'll round up sport in the next hour, but for now, though, many of you wanting to get to work and school safely, well, here's Carissa with the latest in all things traffic.
Well, thank you so much, Raul. Let's see what's going down in your roads as traffic is picking up just a little bit. Out in Cape Town in Mowbray, there is heavy congestion reported on the M5 northbound, and that's on the ramp to the N2 inbound heading toward Leesbeek Parkway. Motorists can expect delays in that area and should, of course, allow for some extra travel time as they tackle the roads. We wish you all the best as many are making their way back to work this morning and school. For now, though, that's where we leave your roads. Let's check in with your weather. Getting started now in Polokwane, your Tuesday brings mostly sunny skies and gentle northerly winds. Now your temperatures start at 15 degrees and rises to a warmer 28 as your high. And as we take a look at the week ahead, you can expect cloudy skies with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. Well, from Polokwane, let's see what's going down in Klerksdorp. You can prepare for a partly cloudy day with moderate wind from the southwest. Now your temperatures begin at a low of 4 and reach a high of just 18 degrees. And as we look at the week ahead, it's mostly sunny and humid conditions with temperatures reaching the low to mid 20s. And then Pretoria, it's your turn now. You can expect mostly sunny skies throughout your day. Temperatures range from a chilly 10 degrees, but don't worry, it warms up to 24 as your peak. And looking into the week ahead, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures for tomorrow sitting between 12 and 22. And then out in Johannesburg, you can look forward to partly cloudy conditions. As for your temperatures, it will start with a crisp 6 degrees and then work its way up to a comfortable 19. The outlook shows mostly partly sunny skies with rain likely on Friday at a 50% chance. Mbombela, on your side, your day kicks off with bright and sunny skies with rain chanced at 25%. Our temperatures range from a low of 13 to a high of 20 degrees. And for the week ahead, expect cloudy and humid conditions with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. And in the beautiful Bloemfontein, you're in for a partly cloudy day with gentle southerly winds. Temperatures rise from a very cold 1 degree to a high of 14. Now, the next 2 days bring you mostly cloudy skies with rain forecasts on Thursday, sitting at a chance of 100%. To the coastline now, out in Richards Bay first. Your day brings you mostly cloudy skies with moderate southerly winds. Temperatures range from a cool 16 to a more comfortable 22. And looking ahead, expect temperatures in the mid to high 20s, clear of any rainy conditions. Nice sunny weather out in Richards Bay. Let's see if the same holds for Durban. On your side, you'll begin your Tuesday under cloudy skies with steady southerly winds. Now, temperatures begin at a low of 14, but they do climb to 22 as your high. And tomorrow's temperatures range between 16 and 23, and once again, it's clear of rain. Out in Mthatha on this beautiful day, you're in for a partly cloudy day. Temperatures rise from a reserved 5 degrees, but rises to 17 as your max. Over the coming days, temperatures will range between the high teens and mid-20s, and there is a 65% chance of rain on Thursday. Out in Uba, formerly known as Craddock, it's mostly fair and sunny day that's on the cards for you. Temperatures start at a freezing 1 degree to a high of 14. And looking into the coming days, mostly cloudy skies do dominate, with Thursday forecast for rain sitting at 60%. Up next is Kugompo City, formerly East London. Expect partly cloudy conditions with rain between 30, or at least rain coming your way, with firm westerly wind at 39 kilometers per hour. Temperatures range between 13 and 19 degrees, and as we look ahead, expect partly cloudy and sunny conditions with highs in the low 20s. In Ebeja, your day brings you partly cloudy skies with rain chance at 70%. Now your temperatures sit between 11 and 17 degrees with noticeable westerly winds. And as we look at the days ahead, expect mostly cloudy conditions with tomorrow's temperatures between 11 and 21 as your high. Into the gorgeous George we go, where your Tuesday brings you mostly cloudy skies with rain forecast sitting at 25%. Now your temperatures rise from a brisk 7 to a high of 16. And looking ahead, you're in for a mostly cloudy week with temperatures in the high teens to lower 20s. And out in the mother city, Cape Town, you'll spend your day under partly cloudy skies with gentle southerly winds. Now your temperatures do range from a chilly 10 degrees, but it makes its way up to 18 as your high. And in the coming days, anticipate mostly sunny skies, clear of any rain, with Friday flagged for strong winds. And out in Sutherland on this Tuesday, a partly cloudy day is expected with light southeasterly winds. Temperatures range from a -2, but then it does rise to a chilly 11 degrees. Looking ahead, tomorrow's temperatures range between a low of 5 and a high of 16, clear of any rain. And then out in Kimberley, a partly cloudy day is what you're in for today. Temperatures do glide from a very cold 3 degrees and rises slightly at 16 as your peak. In the next few days, expect wet conditions with tomorrow chanced at 50% and Thursday sitting at a 90% chance of rain. And Uppington, our final stop, you can expect intervals of cloudy and sunny conditions throughout your day. Temperatures start at a low of 7 and then climb to 20 as your high. The days ahead bring you cloudy and wet conditions with rain forecast until Thursday at 85%. Well, out in Uppies, I'm pretty sure you're welcoming the wetter weather and the cooler weather too. For now, though, that brings us into our sunrise view of this hour. At moments after 7 o'clock, Ismail has brought a smile onto our faces. Straight from Peacock out in Cape Town, he has sent this beautiful morning view. I'm assuming, Ismail, this is on your morning commute, just making sure you're tackling that traffic and also the day ahead after a beautiful long weekend. We wish you a great one, and 18 degrees is what you can experience today, so we hope that you have an extra cardi or blazer in your boot. But if you think you could potentially do better than Ismail, head over to 063-036-9649. And this is exactly what we're looking for when it comes to your good morning view. For now, though, we're going to get into something really great.
Cue face.
Good morning and a warm welcome. On this episode of Expresso, we're going to be joining some faces you might not have seen and some you
One thing about Fizz, he loves the camera, he loves the spotlight. I'm shocked you have your shirt on. Sine, do you want to say good morning to the nation?
A very good morning to you, Mzansi. Don't mind Dr. Fez over here, please.
Good morning. Look, this is a fan favorite right over here. We have a new face on Top
Fresh
Billing
face.
this Thursday. Of course, we've got Dr. Mole and the beautiful Basetsana Kumalo in Cape Town. They're letting you know the entire lineup coming up this Thursday. See that you guys are the new faces and the fan favorite on Top Billing. Where are we heading?
from now.
We'll have to wrap.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, you beautiful people. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let me tell you, after this conversation, you're going to feel darn good because we are sitting down with Basetsana Kumalo, our queen of the hour, unpacking the return of Top Billing. It's a new season bringing together an exciting mix of fresh faces and familiar favorites. We got myself, we got Fezum Keys, Arnu Grief, Zozi Binzi Tunzi, Bryony Governor, Jonathan Boyton Lee, alongside our guest this morning, as well as Cine, who's also just been chatting to as well.
Right.
Someone that we cannot be more excited about, especially when we talk about the digital fronts. But a lineup like no other,
I'm
Chris.
telling you, as the rollout was happening both on social media, on radio, everybody was losing their minds. Because, of course, you've got the familiar favorites, but then you've got the guys that are new and stepping up to the plate. It's just a lineup that reflects a new generation of South African voices and a fresh take on what aspiration looks like in 2026. And that's exactly what we're getting into. Thank you to Basi for still being here.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Always a pleasure to be with you both.
And it's a pleasure because what I think you represent right now on the couch is more than just yourself. The fact that you were the one that opened this door up for us, for so many presenters that aspire to reach these levels that you've just kind of like smashed in front of you. But it's exciting to see how you've almost formulated this wonder team. And I think like
The
you and you
Avengers.
and Dr. Michael Ball are like at the head of the team, and like Avengers Assemble. And it's such an incredible
Let's go.
team. It's dynamic,
Yeah.
it's unique, it represents South Africa in such a unique way. But from your perspective, how would you describe this Avengers Assemble team of top billing
I am
presenters?
so excited with the new talent on the show. I think they're going to bring such just uniqueness. You know, you look at Zozi, for example. I mean, Zozi, she's got poise, she's got grace, she's got that it factor. And I think she's going to be bringing that on our screens. And Prioni as well, Sine, Ano, you, Fez. I mean, I think Jono, we've got a beautiful, talented pool that we're going to be drawing from. So some of the presenters will be doing the links, and some of the presenters will be doing the adventure stuff, the travel, and that fun part of the show as well. So it's going to be a good mix, and I think it's a great representation of South Africa, the presenter pool, and I'm really excited to see what these youngsters are going to bring onto the screen. I think the viewers are very excited. I think also just having Sino as part of the team. I mean, he coined TikTok billing.
Yes.
And he was the one who was,
Got the people talking
got
again.
the people
Yeah.
talking that we want the show back, we want the show back. So it's great to have him doing the digital front.
I was just thinking something when you mentioned Zozi and Brioni. I was thinking, this is like a class of pageantry excellence. And if I'm not mistaken, you kind of started and ushered that in at the same time. How much of an advantage and how much help does coming from the pageantry world, coming from that front end where you have to look the part and also have the impact and the voice to match, how well does this suit a presenter?
I think being on stage gives you something of being able to hold your own in front of an audience. And so it just actually happens that some of our presenters, are beauty pageant winners. Yeah. But I think it's got to do with presence. It's got to do with, being able to work with an audience and being out there in the forefront.
I would say that the aspiration side of top billing is still very much present. And I love that because when I look at Zozi, I still see her as there,
Miss Universe.
Miss Universe, which she is. And I think that is so beautiful to still bring into top billing because it has always been the home of aspiration. But then you also bring the people a little bit closer with Sina Muvuyo. And I'm so curious about the social media presenter. How does that play out in the digital space? Because like you said, you can't ignore the fact that people are consuming content differently.
Quite right, quite right. You know what's going to be very exciting is to be able to see the likes of Sino bring in fresh new content that resonates to a younger audience.
Right.
I mean, we're going to be doing things like Get Ready With Me. He's going to be out there. I mean, he was at the Summers over the weekend. And so having that young energy out in the streets and bringing the stories in, I think it's going to find its resonance with a new, fresh, new top billing viewer.
Yeah.
I mean, we have been on air before we went off for 25 years. And so a lot of people grew up watching top billing. And so we've got the loyal viewer that is a constant mainstay of top billing, but then we're bringing a whole new generation along with us through the digital platform.
The Gen Zs, they must come. Come for the journey.
Come see how it's done.
Exactly.
Has anybody asked you, because we're always getting your perspective on everybody else, but I want to know about you. What are you personally looking forward to the most? Because I know there's so many things that must have stood out in the years that you've been working and bringing these stories to the forefront. But what are you most excited about with regards to getting back into the space?
I'm a storyteller and I love to showcase people's stories from how they got to where they're at. So for me, it's really about storytelling in a beautiful way. I'm inspired by what young people are doing today and bringing those stories of inspiration, of aspiration to our audiences. So it's really about, for me, storytelling and going back to that first love of telling stories to our audiences.
Unlocking those new gems and bringing it to the people. Oh,
No, but see, I love that because when you look at South Africa, our landscape, there is so much much to tell. There is so much richness happening. And also with the year being 2026, people have more access to make their dreams possible and happen. So to have top billing in your home, to have top billing covering your business, that is going to be life-changing for so many more folks out there. When it comes to the presenters, I'm not going to ask you to pick a favorite. I won't do it. I won't do it. Michael, there's an answer.
Yeah, there you go. That was easy.
But
I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it safe.
When it comes to the newer guys, Adenukria, for example, that people maybe are not that familiar with outside of his acting, which I mean, he's playing a role, not representing himself. What is it that you saw in the Brionis, in the Adenus, in the Zozis, that you said, actually, yeah, come join this incredible family?
You know, every single presenter is unique.
Yeah.
They've got something very special that they're offering. I mean, you look at Arno, for example, he's a great actor, but he has a presence, he has an aura, he has an energy that he's bringing to the show. You look at Brioni as well, you know, you can see just a gorgeous woman who's smart, who's talented. And you look at Zozi, for example. I mean, Zozi is a star. She actually auditioned in 2019 with the presenter search, the top billing presenter search. And it's a full circle moment for her that now she's one of the anchor presenters. So it's really wonderful to see just this talent working together and bringing flavor and texture to the show.
Oof, I can't wait to see it play out.
I think everybody right now that's watching is absolutely excited. I can see the conversation online. It's just going absolutely crazy. I wonder if we can get some words from you, though, and maybe it doesn't need to be too personal, but there are so many people watching right now that are being inspired, that are looking to the future, that are wanting to unlock their own potential. What would you say to the next potential top billing guest that wants to be on the show, that wants to aspire to have their story told? What motivation could you give to them right now?
You know, it's important to stay authentic in your own journey. And if you want to be on the show, it's about celebrating excellence. It's about getting people to dream big dreams and to show people what the possibilities are and can be. And so it's really wonderful to see the kind of stories that we're going to tell that are going to bring the audiences in. They're going to make the viewer be part of the show and feel that their stories are being told as well.
They want to feel represented in everything that they see. Oh, Basi and Michael, who's left the building. We are so incredibly excited for this. Thursday is around the corner.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. It is knocking right here on Esther, and thankfully there's some repeats as well that will happen on SABC 1 because you do not want to miss this, Mzansi. I'm telling you, it is finally here. It is not a drill. It is not a joke. Top billing is back.
It's back, and you get front row seats to the action. We're giving you all the hype. We've seen our queen of the hour just usher in this excellence, and all you got to do is do your part and join us. It's a date Thursday night. We'll see you there as we open up to excellence, and top billing officially is back, baby.
Oh man, guys, I'm so glad that the top billing fever is hitting all of us because this is a literal moment where South Africa gets to celebrate together. And Mzansi, I need you to stick around because firstly, let me tell you about this, right? The staggering 75 million rand estimated Powerball Plus jackpot is turning up the heat this Tuesday, baby. Play now and step closer to winning the multi-millions. Buy your tickets now in store or on nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, there's all of these options, but all of this information is on our Expresso social media pages. So go and check them out right now. Panda Push Up Play Powerball Plus for an estimated 75 million rand jackpot today, and you could win big. Speaking of winning big, South Africa has struck the jackpot indeed because, honey, we have got, yes, our incredible old faces that are part of top billing, but we've got some new faces also joining. It's a beautiful amalgamation, and we are celebrating it by having some old, some new, and I'm talking about the fact that Dr. Fezile Mkhize, an icon, is joining Sinemi Vuyo Mpulu right here in our social media beautiful space here at the Johannesburg studio at the Samsung DQX, and we're going to be chatting to them all things the top billing fever that is going around, but also coming up, we're jumping on into a little bit of what exactly it is that we can gift our mothers for Mother's Day when it comes to our moms who are foodies. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day.
it is true, Mzansi. You're right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show on S3. And oh man, this morning we are feeling all kinds of good. Why? We are in the presence of absolute greatness. Forgive me, let me do my link properly.
Hey, okay.
Every
Yes.
now and again, as
Yes.
a country, we get to celebrate incredible things. And the wait is over because, my friend, the good life is back and it is ushering in a bold new era with fresh energy and new voices on our favorite lifestyle show, Top Billing. Fan favorite Dr. Fez Mkhize returns, blending that classical aspirational feel with a modern community-driven edge, alongside newbie Sinemivuyo Sinempulu stepping in as the show's social media voice, bringing TV to your timeline. And friend, they join us this morning to chat all things Top Billing. We're so excited. Everyone, please may you give it up for the kings themselves. It is Dr. Fez and Sine.
Hey, what an intro. What an intro. 10 out of 10.
I mean, guys, I'm in the presence of greatness. What must happen? Do you know what I mean? Guys, listen,
10 out of
firstly, I am
10.
so happy for you guys.
Thank you so
I think
much.
that this is such a moment. The whole of South Africa is excited. We've seen it in terms of the videos going viral and
Yeah.
everything. But Fez, I'm going to start with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's start with the man who has been a part of building up Top Billing to where it is. Even our best TV presenter in South Africa. You've always called yourself the goofball next door, meets, David Attenborough. So talk to us. How exactly has your presenting style, really evolved over the years, Dr. Fez?
It's so crazy because I think for me, I'm a presenter search baby. So that's where I was able to get my chance. That's where I was able to get thrown into the wild, crazy life of TV. Like Top Billing was such a school, but also just such a way to see the industry. And I think the confidence has become a bit better with the time that's been there. And I think for me, the fact that we're back, I'm going to be able to showcase that, but more importantly, be able to see some new faces come on and just see how they're going to take the baton and really run with it.
I love that. And I feel like that's what Top Billing's always been about. I mean, even Jono always says, Simba really helped him along to really grow into being the presenter that he is. So now we've got a Sine over here who's like, Dr. Fez, I'm here. I have arrived.
The pressure.
My brother. Listen,
Big shoes
Sine,
to fill.
TikTok billing was just a revamp for social media. People got to see a whole different side of carpets and all of these premieres and things like that. Talk to us a little bit just about how exactly it was that you saw it going. Is this where you wanted it to actually end up, where you brought back Top Billing, Sana?
First of all, good morning to the South African family and watching Expresso. I think I never expected it to get to this point. We started it with my community. I had about 4,000 people in my comment section just telling me to go out there and do my thing. And the first time we did it, it blew up. And I never expected it to turn out into this. But I kind of knew that we were pushing, an agenda, and we were, of course, reaching or working towards a goal. And it's really amazing that it's this.
I love that. And guys, you are so deserving because you're both,
thank you.
so talented. And of course, you're joined by fellow talented people. The likes of the king and queen that are over there in Cape Town this morning. Queen Basitsane Khumalo, as well as Dr. Michael Mole. Talk to us about what it was like behind the scenes. I mean, we saw a few of the shots where you guys were looking so Top Billing, if I do say so. Yes. How was it?
It was such a good energy because it's almost like we know something great is happening and we're becoming part of that tapestry. So I was really excited seeing the new faces. Of course, I've been seeing this face for a while and I've been telling him I'm excited to kind of have Top Billing back and seeing him on it. So I'm like, God was able to make that happen. But then we also have Bryony Governor, lawyer. She is a pageant queen who was there, and I knew her from there. Now she's stepping into those shoes. And speaking of queens, those of you new tunes, you don't get bigger than that.
You can't mention Queen without mentioning the longest running.
Of course.
No.
Like she still Miss Universe.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it just felt such good energy there. And then I also heard Arno's going to be there and he's going to be a new face. Love them, Blood and Water, all the other shows that he's done. But he's also coming in with an energy that Ryle has been like, this is the guy. And if Ryle loves you, then I know you're going to be great. And then just me and John are there, just being old furniture, but
Not old furniture.
old stable furniture.
Oh, please.
Me and Prajon. I actually call him Prajon.
No, listen, what I love most about Top Billing is how it's brought together this new age and an older age and really just allowing it to flourish. But then this is where you come in, Sine, because you're someone who's not just a presenter, you're also a voiceover artist, you're also Mr. TikTok Billing. Talk to us about how you're going to use that to really allow top billing to be more plugged in?
Well, I think for me now, this is my moment to just go fully in, full blast, you know,
Yes.
and especially for the opportunity to have now transitioned from social media onto mainstream media.
Yeah.
For me, that has been the absolute goal. But I think with TikTok billing, it's definitely going to be used as a tool to drive traction for the main show and for us to just create and kind of expand this community of top billing lovers, because that's what it's been all about, you know, just bringing back that top billing nostalgia and also creating and having this live community in South Africa that's really all about top billing.
100%. And Faith, I want to take you back, you know, the way that Usin has just said nostalgia. We remember seeing some of the biggest weddings on top billing. We remember seeing some of the biggest houses in the country. Now, you guys have come in with this new era where you said, this time around, of course, you're going to focus on all of those incredible things that were part of, you know, the DNA of top billing, but you're also going to focus on unapologetically just loud, amazing stories in South Africa. Talk to us about that. What does that mean, unapologetically South African stories?
I think sometimes and it's something that you intuitively do. You see what the rest of the world's doing, and you almost want to become like that. You want to aspire to be that, and you want your stories to be tailored in that way, to kind of have that feel, maybe have that gloss that you see internationally. But I think what makes South Africa and what makes us so amazing is because we're South Africa, you know. Sometimes something bores us and we're like, caviar, let's do up a ipap and inyama, like do it in a way that makes it feel like it's, of course, upscale, because we are about holding that gold standard, but it feels South African, and that South African feel is what we're wanting people to come to us with stories that they're unapologetically South African with.
Oh, come on, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you also felt that, Nick.
I was about to just say,
That was the best thing in South Africa. It was top billing. Yes, guys.
Profound.
We are genuinely so happy for you. I think, but more than anything else, we're happy for ourselves because we're in such good hands with you guys. So again, congratulations. We look forward to it. We'll be tuned in. In fact, we're even thinking of hosting a watch party. As an ask for you guys.
You ready?
the best of a good life.
You know what I mean?
Best of a good life.
Exactly. And Mzansi, it is a comeback of note. It is the one we've all been waiting for. Fan favorites, Dr. Fairs, and a fresh new energy with Sinimpulu. Top billing is truly back. You can feel it.
We're
and it's better than
healing.
ever. Clock it. Get ready for the premiering Thursday, this April the 30th at 7 p.m. on S3. My friend, it's going to be huge. It's going to be big. All the glitz, all the glamour, but also all the local stories that you heard Dr. Fairs speak so passionately about. And thank you so much to the gents for joining us this morning. We said we're celebrating with the king and queen there, with the two kings here. I hope you're celebrating at home. It is a moment, but I need you to stay tuned because we've still got so much more coming your way right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Cape Teasy, Fo Sheezy, are you feeling ready for top billing, my love?
We've been ready. Oh my gosh, we stayed ready so we don't have to get ready because, wow, I can't wait to see this guy on top billing, man. Raldamone.
Wow, it is an honor though. I mean, looking at all these incredible presenters that are going to be on the show, I'm feeling so grateful, so special, and I can't wait to share these stories with you. But for now though, we're going to share something else with someone even possibly more important.
I would say
and
so.
That's our moms.
First of all, shout out to your mom for raising such a stellar human being. We want to say thank you to all the mums out there. It's Mother's Day around the corner, the 10th of May, and we want to celebrate the amazing women who raised us with just very thoughtful spoils, those little luxuries we know they'd never buy for themselves, but when they get it, they know that they maybe deserve this more than anything.
Yeah, now we're going to ask a few questions to you, Mzansi, that you can think about, but I'm going to ask them to you right now because I think this is a great time to start thinking about the ones that mean the most to us. And if you think about your mom, what kind of foodie do you think she is? Would you go with sweet tooth, brunchy type of vibes, or maybe like a gourmet goddess?
I love that. I will tell you this much.
Yeah.
My mom is like me. She likes things. So whatever it
Nice
is,
things.
as long as it's offered with love and with intention, she will take it. If I say, Mom, we're going for brunch, I'm there, we're having, oh, there's a mama on the screen.
Oh, mama.
I'm definitely
Nice.
going to have brunch with you. If I say, Mom, I'm just going to prepare a little Mother's Day breakfast at home for you, she would love and eat every single bit of it. So my mom kind of goes with the flow.
As long as it comes from a place of love.
That's the thing. How about your mom?
Now, my mom, I actually can't figure that out because I know she loves her teas and coffees and warm drinks.
That's right.
And like a skinner and gesals. So whatever maybe promotes that occasion, I think anything would do with it. Sweet, savory, as long as it tastes good, it's the perfect pairing for it.
Okay.
What qualities really stand out for you when you think about your mom?
Wow. Okay. So when it comes to my mom, I think that she really led the example when it comes to forgiveness.
Oh, wow.
It's not something you necessarily understand as a kid, but as you get older, you realize that when you hold on to unforgiveness, it actually, I think Nelson Mandela said this, it's like a poison that you're taking hoping it'll affect somebody else.
Yeah.
And she just taught me the, like, early on lessons of letting go. Just let it go, just let it go. And I think that is so beautiful. So thank you for teaching me what forgiveness looks like, Mom.
Wow,
Your mama?
Yeah, she just installed absolute belief in me, like unrelentless belief in the fact that anything is possible when I believed in myself. And she made me believe that so much. And she was consistent with that. Consistency for me is probably the one thing that stands out the most from my mom, Auntie Dawn over there. Because I think no matter how she felt, what we were going through, the challenges that we had, she would always consistently show up for me, for the family, and do the absolute most and allow me to be a champion because
Baby
she was in my
Ryle.
corner. So I think that's such an incredible quality that I got to appreciate, learn, and strive for in my own life.
Oh, that's
seeing
beautiful.
how perfectly she executed.
Auntie Dawn, stop it. Okay, so if you could describe your mom using one word, what would it be?
I don't know, man. Without being too much of a cliche, but still being honest,
Use
I'd
the
say
cliche.
a queen.
Yeah.
Queen, honestly.
Give it to her.
Yeah, man. She's a queen. That's the word I would describe. In the way she carries herself, in the way she believes in herself, in others, where she shows up for her family. Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's maybe consistent or resilient. I don't know. One of those words stands out for me.
They all identify as queens. So they're all under that same
Could
umbrella.
you give your mom one word to describe her?
I would say Grace. It's my word for
I
her.
love
She said,
that.
if you have a girl one day, name her Gracie. Like she always leads with grace in every single thing she moves into, and she moves with warmth. If you see my mom, she's everybody's mom. Like she will hug you, and you're like, okay, mom, it's gonna be okay. Like she is just.
Well,
that
shout out to your mom
woman.
because I think a lot of that energy has come through in you as well because
Shout
I
out,
feel warm,
moms.
comfortable, and absolutely happy when I'm around you. So thank you,
There
Mom,
you
for
go.
sharing that energy with your daughter and allowing her to share it with the rest of us.
There you go. Okay, so we'd have to get gifts fit for a
Yes.
queen. And Mother's Day, like we said, is the 10th of May. And we want to start early. And Woolworths, of course, has got us covered with a bunch of things when it comes to great gifting. We can start with the caramelized almonds in white chocolate. I mean, look how delicious they look. They are sugar dusted with delicious white chocolate, roasted in small batches in these copper kettles over an open flame. They do it right. And then carefully coated with multiple layers of rich chocolate. It is sweet, it is crunchy, just all the things that you want in a little bite,
Oh, this
right?
is indulgence like no other. Absolutely top of the list. But hang on, we've got to get this list going because it might change in order when you hear what's next. I think if you're looking at Mother's Day, the almond, honey, nougat, and Turkish delight confectionery selection is the one. You can enjoy the selection with milk chocolate. It's covered with Turkish delight, one of my favorites as well, and almond honey nougat, crafted in small batches. And it's using time-honored artisanal techniques.
I love it. And it comes individually packaged.
Handcrafted goodness right there.
Ooh,
Come
I'm
on,
here for it.
Mom's gonna love that.
Then, of course, there's the Mother's Day floral decorated iced biscuit right next to it. It is so pretty, delicately iced and beautifully detailed. It is a biscuit that's handmade, of course, as Woolworths does, by our great people out in the Boerland, the local community there, inspired by home kitchens. And they bake them in small batches using locally sourced products. And it just comes together in the tastiest bite, of course, using the best products.
There's no other way to describe that than by saying made with love. That's it right there. Well, listen, we've got a lot more to get through, and I know you're going to want each and every one of these, especially when I talk about this. Milk and dark flaked truffles.
Ryle, I've been eyeing these the whole time. Don't they look so good?
Get in my belly. I think I'm going to call dibs on that one for sure. Officially, no one in the studio is getting this. This is mine. Because I'm giving it to my mom, though. Yeah. But listen, you can savor these. They are refined. It's a Belgian crafted milk and dark flake truffle, delicately layered with fine milk and dark chocolate flakes, and made using responsibly sourced cocoa.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
A guilt-free
That's a
snack?
winner.
Sign me up. And then, of course, we've got a lot of deliciousness. There's even the Woolworths artisanal chocolate liqueur druggies that are crafted through a meticulous process, balancing both tradition but also precision. So really things coming together in the best way.
Oh, the best way, and we've got so many more options over here. We've even got these Marc de Champagne cocoa-dusted truffles. Just saying that is bringing decadence and smoothness to the forefront. I'm telling you, these are rich chocolate notes. It's a little bit of that ode to the champagne.
Oh, come
But
on.
mom needs to celebrate, and if you want some options, then we've got you covered.
I love it. Shout out to Woolworths and shout out to our moms. And we want you to wrap your mom in so much love this Mother's Day with foodie treats from Woolworths. You can shop it in-store, online, and of course on the app.
Yeah, and now listen, we've got a 1,000 Rand Woolies gift card to give away. Yes, it gets even better. Now to enter, just find the Woolworths competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X, or Instagram pages and tell us what delicious foodie treat from Woolies are you spoiling your mom with this Mother's Day. Now don't forget to use and include the hashtag Woolies Mother's Day in your answer. And a reminder, your competition closes at midnight on Wednesday, the 29th of April 2026. That's this week, Wednesday. Now your T's and C's do apply, and you can find it at expressoshow.com.
Ooh, happy shopping and happy Mother's Day.
Oh, these are delicious.
Right?
Yeah. Mom, you're getting this one.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, my Feel Good family. It is still, of course, your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. It is a good day to have a good day. We are coming to you live from our Samsung DQX studio. Now, our next guest from the bustling streets of Johannesburg to the iconic jazz clubs of the Big Apple. Our next guest is a bridge between worlds. Naledi is a vocalist, a composer, and educator who has taken the global stage by storm. Feel Good family, let's put your hands together. It's Naledi. How are you doing, pretty?
Great, Jan. How are you?
Incredible. So I'm going to say welcome. After you then moved to the Big Apple, you're born and bred in Johannesburg. So what is the definition of home for you? For me, it's easy. For you, it's a little bit more complex.
Yeah, I think that's something that I've been really exploring and understanding for myself. I left Joburg when I was 17, moved to Cape Town, went to UCT, stayed there for a couple of years, and then moved to Boston. And I think the biggest thing for me was trying to really find a grounding and understanding of home beyond a physical space.
Of course.
And so for me, home has very much become the communities that I'm in, the people that I'm with, and also just the sense of identity of knowing whose I am, where I come from, and where I'm going.
I'm very happy. I'm not sensing a American accent
Thank
just
you.
yet.
I appreciate that.
And surely you're coming home in December because we're trying to escape the New York cold.
Exactly. Always like, it's getting cold in Joburg,
Oh,
which
it is.
I feel like I've been doubting Joburg cold, but lately I'm like, no, but it's actually, it's a bit chilly, but it's not as chilly as it gets.
And then let's get back to your career, something that must be such a core memory for you. You collaborated with the one and only Hans Zimmer and Lebo M. How did that collaboration come about?
Well, it's really nice. So I've been in the US for about 8 years and I've met some really phenomenal people, amazing South Africans. The community has just been really welcoming and just really welcoming. And so I remember a couple of years ago when I released my first EP, Batu, I had planned a tour, a South African tour to come home. And I got a call about a month before that and someone was like, hey, so like Hans Zimmer's looking for some singers for the show. And I was like, I know Hans Zimmer, but like I have this Joburg tour planned. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Yes.
And then I got another call and they were like, hey, so they're looking for singers. And I was like, guys, I have a tour. I can't do it. I'm coming to Joburg, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the third call I got, I was like, okay, let me do it.
Look, if Hans Zimmer calls you once, twice,
I know, I
you
didn't
say
know.
yes.
At that time, I was like, I was just so focused on doing what I needed to do for my EP. And then I joined the choir at that time, which was a really great experience. So we did a US-Canada tour. And then Lebo had put together the choir, and that Lebo was great about, making sure the South African sound and South African people are always represented in spaces. And then a few years later, I got invited back as a principal soloist. So I just got off tour with them. We just went to Europe. We did about 11 countries. It was amazing. Coming back in a different role, but still, with that iconic work from Lion King, Africa, all his films, Pearl Harbor, Gladiator, was really amazing.
That is incredible. So I know you've also performed at Madison Square Garden. You're talking about Lion King, all the fun stuff. How is it as a performer now? How's that shaped you?
Well, I think performing in big spaces like that, arena spaces, has taught me a lot. Like, I've done a lot of theater. I'm a jazz musician, so we perform in a lot of intimate spaces. But having to do arenas and having to perform for 50,000 people, like, you learn how to make everything that much bigger. Like, it's not just your makeup,
right?
But it's like your voice, your presence, your hands, your face. Those small movements, they can't see them, at the back of the arena. And so you really learn how to become a performer.
Right.
And also just working with artists who've been doing this for years and are just so phenomenal at, taking up space like that. That has really shaped how I approach performance and also just how I approach storytelling as well, being able to tell stories in different spaces and different formats.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, because you're talking about the performance side of things, but how has it changed your perspective on composing?
Yeah, that's a great question, actually. So I think working with an artist like Hans Zimmer, who has composed some of the most iconic music, you might think you don't know his music, but trust me, you have heard his stuff.
I'm sure after you realize, okay, I know who Hans Zimmer is, you're like, I should have said yes the first time.
No, literally, because I'm like, this man did Gladiator, he did The Lion King, he did Batman.
He's a legend.
Done Pearl Harbor, he's done all of these huge films. And something that's so beautiful about him, he's not a trained musician. He does a lot by ear, and he's very much about telling the story. He always tells the story about Interstellar, which is one of the movies that he composed. And he says, oh, it just started with me and Christopher Nolan just like chatting at a party.
Casual.
Yeah. Just like chatting at a party, and he asked me to write a letter, just a letter from, a song about a letter. And I composed this really small piece, and the thing that and all of these beautiful things. And so for me, it just showed me that you can find inspiration from anywhere, and also just being able to use everything you have, words or my voice in order to say something.
Oh, well, Naledi, your journey already has been incredible. I can just imagine what we have up what you have up your sleeve for the future. I know you also have an EP called Darkness, My Old Friend, and everybody needs to listen to it. We're going to be catching a cute little performance from you a little bit later.
Yes, I'm excited.
Exciting. That was jazz sensation Naledi sharing the stories behind her latest EP that you guys can also go and listen to right now. It's called Darkness, My Old Friend, and you can find her on all major streaming platforms. And while you're streaming her music, she'll also be getting ready to blow us away with that incredible performance right here live at our Samsung TQX studio. Cape Town, are you guys ready for this performance?
Oh, we're ready for that performance. She's looking the part, and I definitely know she's going to sound the part as well. For now, though, let's turn the lens into talking about how to boost our self-esteem, because we're diving into more Y2K-inspired podcasts, and one that really stands out is Happy Place, and that's with Rita Ora in collaboration with Dove's Self-Esteem Project.
Yeah, now she unpacks everything from self-care to body confidence and what it really means to feel good in your own skin. Now, Rita reflects on her journey from the early 2000s, where unrealistic beauty standards were everywhere. And at the heart of it all is a simple but powerful shift.
We got to move away from chasing perfection, man. That's truly what it is. And towards feeling healthy, confident, and comfortable in your own skin. So let's have a look before we share our thoughts.
Started to feel lighter in my body. And I looked in the mirror and I was feeling really good. But it wasn't because I was getting thinner. It was because I was feeling good. I just was getting healthy.
Ooh, she said a really good point there, actually.
Absolutely.
So in case you missed it, she said she felt better not because she was thinner, but because she was healthier. So it begs the question, why do you think that society still kind of struggles to separate the two? Because usually when we see thin, we consider health, right?
That is exactly
Yeah.
the problem. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that. The unfortunate thing is that we still associate health with being super skinny, super thin, or like having no body fat on us whatsoever and looking shredded. But often that's not healthy. And if you really look at it, and if I really start to dive into this, it's probably the most unhealthiest look. You need a certain level of fat to function properly. You need to be healthy. You need muscle. You need to be eating carbs, fat, protein, and everything else. So the fact that we are like isolating things and being so extreme, it's just highlighting how far we've come from reality and painting the true picture of what healthy actually is. It is not that.
It's not
It's
that.
not that at all. Trust me. Most of those people on magazine covers as well, if you actually chat to them about how they feel when they actually shot that picture, they'd say, I was dehydrated, I was
weak.
tired, I was weak, I had no carbs. That is not health.
I remember Jessica Biel shot this movie and her back looked incredible in this one scene as she was walking away. And it became a trend. Like people said, how does Jessica Biel get this? And she said, if I'm being very honest, I took a very unhealthy, unsustainable path to get there in order to shoot the role for this movie. So I wouldn't even recommend that you follow this because it doesn't have longevity. It doesn't have legs to it. So we need to get away from that. Bodies can be healthy and curvy. Bodies can be healthy with extra weight. Bodies can be healthy and not have a six-pack. You know what I'm saying? So I think healthy bodies can come in different forms.
I couldn't agree more. And I think if you look at athletes, that's your perfect example because athletes aren't always shredded and have these striations of muscle. They come in all shapes, sizes,
All
and
of them.
forms. Look at all the sport out there and you'll see the true essence is in the ability, not in the aesthetic.
I like that, the ability, not the aesthetic. I know that she also mentions that the pressure is even greater now than in the early 2000s. I don't know if I agree with this, because how do you think social media changed the way we experience body image? I think it's more rife now.
I think it is, like, maybe if I was to say it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
I think because there is more pressure than anything else, because now it's not like, oh yeah, maybe health is thinness. Now it's like, that's a fact according to us. It's like, that
And
is
every platform that we're on.
And everything that you see, everywhere you look, everybody's chasing this beauty standard as a form of success. It's like no one's comfortable, no one's happy until I look a certain way or I get to that certain point. And we're all trying to compare ourselves to other people as well. We don't even look like that. We don't even have the same genetic makeup. It's like me wanting to look like a white-skinned man. Like, guys,
Come
I have
on.
melanin. Like, what am I trying to
What
fight
am I
here?
doing?
Come on,
Come
you know
on,
what I
man.
mean?
It also makes me think that there's always confirmation bias, and your algorithm feeds into that. So if you're constantly looking up the same thing,
you're
it's
right.
going to feed it back to you like, that's what you're supposed to look like. So I've very much intentionally curated my algorithm on TikTok and Instagram to feed me information that is wellness focused, health
serves you.
focused,
Yeah.
not aesthetic, only Pilates bodies focused, which is a big trend right now.
Subscribing to the real world. Welcome.
I am there. I'm trying to be there in the reality.
I've got one for you, right? Obviously, feeling good is the real goal, right? What do you think then self-care actually looks like in a world that's constantly pushing this perfection?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would just say, and I always say that the self-care is routine. So whatever that looks like for you, as long as you remain consistent in it. So if you need to take those 10 minutes before your day gets hectic and starts and pour into yourself, whether it's affirmations, a skincare routine, just taking a breathwork moment or writing in your journal, making sure that you pour into your cup before even stepping out there. So you're not seeking outside validation because you're like, actually, my baseline is totally fine.
Yeah, and I think we shouldn't be really comparing our success to somebody else's.
Never.
We have our own journey, so
Yeah.
stop trying to replicate somebody else's and start discovering your own, because you have your own power within you,
Yep.
you have your own beauty within you as well, and it's something we need to celebrate right now. And I think the best way we can do that is being honest with our own journey
Yeah.
and deal with that. Maybe it's something like, I want my hair to be longer,
Yeah.
or I just want to feel better when I wake up. That's your journey and that's your success, and that allows you to celebrate that moment, not compare it to somebody else. This is your victory. Make it that and really own that moment. Be
I
present in it.
love that, Ryle. And also just tap into your own body. See what you want. See what's going on here before your eyes even avert anywhere else. And that's a great place to start. And this, of course, was a powerful reminder that we all needed today, that it is not about perfection. That's not something we're pursuing, okay? It is about feeling good inside and out.
Yeah, now to hear more, you can visit all major podcast platforms, including Dove's website for It's All About What Your Body Needs. And that's because body confidence starts with you.
Dove with 1/4 moisturizer, which cares like cream for 24-hour nourished skin.
Your skin's looking glowy.
Glowing. Dove, the #1 bar, recommended by dermatologists.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Just a minute after 8 o'clock on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's delve straight into your national news headlines, where a new study by pulmonologist and professor at the University of Cape Town and Groote Schuur Hospital, Professor Richard van Zyl-Smith, has raised alarm over rising vaping among South African learners. Now, surveying 25,000 students across 52 schools, it found e-cigarettes are now the most commonly used inhaled substance, with 16.8% regular use and 36.7% having tried them. The research links vaping to cannabis and tobacco exposure. Published in the South African Medical Journal, Van Zyl-Smith says weak regulation, social media influence, and aggressive marketing are driving the surge. In other national news, the Gauteng Health Department has urged parents to prioritize childhood immunization amid declining vaccination rates. Now, Program Manager Tsifiwa Mashamba warned that reduced coverage leaves children vulnerable to preventable diseases. In the 2025-26 years, 75.3% of infants were vaccinated, down from 83% the previous year. Now, officials are intensifying outreach campaigns and catch-up services at clinics and early learning centres. Mashamba stressed the importance of following the national schedule, saying timely vaccination remains one of the most effective tools to protect public health and save lives. Well, internationally speaking, maritime authorities have warned of a sharp rise in piracy off Somalia after a cargo ship was seized in a suspected hijacking, prompting urgent alerts for vessels in the region. Now, the UK Maritime Trade Operations has raised the threat level to, quote, substantial, end quote, reporting that armed individuals diverted the ship into Somali territory, waters near Garikad. Now, at least 4 vessels, including a tanker and fishing boat, have been targeted in the past week, signaling a troubling resurgence of piracy once thought largely under control in that area. Meanwhile, indirect peace efforts in the Iran conflict gained momentum yesterday, with Tehran submitting a phased proposal to the United States via Pakistani mediators that's aimed at easing tensions and reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Now, the plan reportedly prioritizes a ceasefire and maritime stability. That's with nuclear talks deferred to a later stage. Now, Washington is reviewing the offer, but insists any deal must address Iran's nuclear program. Now, despite stalled direct talks, diplomatic channels through Pakistan, Oman and Russia remain active as pressure builds for the de-escalation across the region. And bringing it back home to close off your news for this Tuesday was South Africa's laughter that's finding its rhythm once again. And that's with Trevor Noah leading a spirited revival of the South Africa's Festival of Comedy. Framed as a national team of comedy, the global star steps in as curator, joined by Eugene Khoza and Ntosh Madlingozi to spotlight rising local talent. Now, the journey unfolds from May to September, with tour stops and build-up events before major showcases out in Pretoria as well as Cape Town in September. That's a proudly local celebration once silenced by COVID, now bursting back to life, reminding audiences that laughter still connects and carries a little magic of its own. Now, tickets for the festival do go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. and you can find them on Quicket. Well, that is where we leave your news for this Tuesday. Let's get straight into your last bit of sports.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And of course, one last time, we're going to dive into all things sport, and especially after the football action that took place last night. Now, Manchester United moved closer to Champions League qualification with a 2-1 win over Brentford at Old Trafford. Now, goals from Casemiro as well as Benjamin Sesko secured the points, leaving United firmly in third place and just 2 points away from sealing their return to Europe's top club competition. Well, next up on the list, we dive into rugby news, and the junior box team opened their Under-20 Rugby Championship campaign in style with a dominant 48-21 win over Argentina Under-20 in Nelson Bay Stadium. Now, Coach Kevin Foote praised the team's attacking flair and strong defense as the boys moved atop of the standings after round 1. Well, next up, we dive into the world of cricket, and Laura Wolfhard starred with a magnificent unbeaten 92-run innings as the Protea women secured a 23-run win over India women in the 5th and final T20 at Willamore Park. Now, supported by key wickets from Nonkululeko Mhlaba as well as Nadine de Klerk, South Africa successfully defended 155 runs for 6 wickets by restricting India to 132 runs for 8 wickets. Well, last on the list for all things sport is tennis, and it's definitely heating up. Alexander Zverev powered into the 4th round of the Madrid Open with a straight sets win over Terence Atmane. Now, meanwhile, Daniil Medvedev, Casper Ruud, as well as Stefanos Tsitsipas also advanced comfortably, and that was to keep their title hopes alive. Well, for one last time, after our world of sport, we dive into traffic to see how we can get you out on the road safely. And here's Carissa with the latest.
Well, thank you so much to our nature boy. Let's check in with your roads for the final time this morning. Mzansi, out in Johannesburg and Bryanston, there is congestion reported on the N1 southbound before Winnie Mandela Drive, with mainline traffic heavily affected. Now, daily commuters can expect significant delays and should allow for that extra travel time while driving. And of course, always remember to maintain a safe following distance. Well, that's where we leave your roads for now. Let's check in with your weather for the final time. While out in Polokwane, your Tuesday brings mostly sunny skies and gentle northerly winds. Temperatures start at 15 degrees and rise to a warmer 28 as your high. As for the rest of your week, expect cloudy skies with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. Well, that's it for Polokwane. Let's see where we head to next. It is Klerksdorp. You can prepare for a partly cloudy day with moderate wind from the southwest. Your temperatures do begin at a chilly 4 degrees, but reaches a high of 18. Now, it's mostly sunny and humid conditions that will dominate your week, with temperatures reaching the low to mid 20s. And then we head into Pretoria now, where you can expect mostly sunny skies throughout your day today. Your temperatures range from a chilly 10 to a warmer 24 degrees. And as we look into the week ahead, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures for tomorrow sitting between 12 and 22. Let's see what Johannesburg has to offer today. Well, on your side, you can look forward to partly cloudy conditions. Your temperatures will start from a crisp 6 degrees to a more comfortable 19. Now, the outlook does show mostly partly sunny skies, with rain likely on Friday, sitting at a chance of 50%. And then out in Mbombela, your day kicks off with bright and sunny skies, with rain chance at 25%. Your temperatures range from a low of 13 and work its way up to 20 degrees today. And for the week ahead, expect cloudy and humid conditions with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, today you're in for a partly cloudy day with gentle southerly winds. Now your temperatures rise from a cold 1 degree to a high of 14. And in the next 2 days, it does bring you mostly cloudy skies with rain forecasts on Thursday, sitting at a 100% chance. And then out in Richards Bay next, your day brings you mostly cloudy skies with moderate southerly winds. Your temperatures, they do range between 16 and 22 degrees. And as we head into the week ahead, expect temperatures in the mid to high 20s, clear of any rainy conditions. Let's see what Durban has to offer on this beautiful Tuesday. Well, you'll begin your Tuesday under cloudy skies with steady southwesterly winds. Temperatures begin at 14 and work its way up to 22. And tomorrow's temperatures range between 16 and 23 degrees, clear of rain. Into Mthatha we go, where you're in for a partly cloudy day. Your temperatures rise from a reserved 5 to a high of 17. And over the coming days, temperatures will range between the high teens and the mid-20s, with a 65% chance of rain come Thursday. And then it's Uba up next, formerly known as Cradock, where it's a mostly fair and sunny day that's on the cards for you, but you do start at a cold 1 degree, but it does work its way up to 14 as far as your temperatures are concerned. And looking into the coming days, it's mostly sunny skies or cloudy skies that do dominate, with Thursday forecast for rain at 60%. Gugompo City, it's your turn now. East London is what you're formerly known as. You can expect partly cloudy conditions with firm westerly winds at 39 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures range between 13 and 19, and looking ahead, you can expect partly cloudy and sunny conditions for the week. Out in Ebeja, it is going to be a bit of a chilly start to your day, but it does bring you partly cloudy skies with rain chance at 70%, so that makes sense. Your degrees are between 11 and 17 with noticeable westerly winds. And in the days ahead, expect mostly cloudy conditions with tomorrow's temperatures between 11 and 21. And then in the gorgeous George, your Tuesday brings you mostly cloudy skies with rain forecast just sitting at 25%. Temperatures are between a brisk 7 and a high of 16. And looking ahead, you're in for a mostly cloudy week with temperatures in the high teens to lower 20s. Out in Cape Town, you'll spend your day under partly cloudy skies with gentle southerly winds. Temperatures range from a chilly 10 to a high of 18 degrees. And in the coming days, anticipate mostly sunny skies clear of rain, with Friday flagged for strong winds. And then Sutherland, it's your turn now, where a partly cloudy day is expected for you with light southeasterly winds. Temperatures range from a negative 2 degrees to a more chilly 11. And as we look ahead, tomorrow's temperatures range between a low of 5 and a high of 16. And then out in Kimberley on this Tuesday, a partly cloudy day is what you're in for. Temperatures glide from a cold 3 degrees, peaking at a high of 16. And as we look at the next 2 days, expect wet conditions with tomorrow chanced at 50% and Thursday at 90. And then our final stop, but never least, is out in Uppington, where you can expect intervals of cloudy and sunny conditions throughout your day today. Temperatures start at 7 and then work its way up to 20 as your high. The days ahead bring you cloudy and wet conditions with rain forecast till Thursday, sitting at a chance of 85%. And that brings us into our final sunrise view of this hour. But you know that we like to keep you waiting just a little bit, Mzansi. So before we get into 8 o'clock, let's have a recap as to 6 and 7, what went down. Well, we started the day off with Ebeja being on the forefront, where Audrey captured a warm burst of orange and red stretched across the sky, reflecting gently over the water as the city, of course, eased into the morning. Well, from GQ, we moved our way into Cape Town, over in Peacock, where Ismail shared a calm and a crisp sunrise, with soft golden light rising behind distant mountains, while the early morning traffic just steadily moved along. And then last but never least, we head out to PMB. The sunrise view of this hour comes from Mervyn Fenner, our family, out in Pietermaritzburg, as he snapped a sunrise with scattered clouds that caught shades of amber and gold, with that bird, the paid actor of it all, just flying across the beautiful distance in the sky. Well done to each and every one of you. Different views from across the country, and we loved each and every one. We love it more because you took the time to get in touch with us on this number 06303696949. We do appreciate that you always share your good morning view with us, Mzansi, and we look forward to it tomorrow.
Trapper, yeah. Because Go-Go knows best. Now you know our name.
Well, this April, it's all about enjoying the freedom to live your day your way. But sometimes a headache, a toothache, or even the start of a cold can show up at the worst time.
Well, that's when Gogo knows best, and she keeps Tripark close. It's a triple relief pain powder for headaches, for toothache, and colds and flu symptoms. And it's ready to work in 8 seconds, so your day doesn't have to miss a beat.
Yeah, from early mornings to everything in between, Tripark has you covered when pain hits. Now ask for Tripark, the name Gogo knows and trusts, available at retailers and pharmacies nationwide.
Trapper, yeah. Because Go-Go knows best. Now you know our name.
It is true indeed. And Mzansi, we don't just like to keep the headaches away. We like to bring good vibes to you. And this is why this morning we are with a superstar who is international, and she continues to make her name known all throughout the country. Everybody, I'm going to need you to give it up for the queen. It is Naledi with her song Alien.
What do you search for? I'm hoping when you find it, you'll see nothing belongs to them. No one finds freedom when searching for home. Alien, uncharted, you go forth, discovering the dreams that unfold, but no one belongs to them. No one finds freedom when all on their own. Why do you choose the path of most resistance? They ask you, why do you choose to reap what you sow? But nothing belongs to them. This freedom is overdue. Who should we listen to but the human in me and you? La da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da. see in my eyes. Stories of people searching for life. Cargo that carries mother and child. Colors and new celestial eyes. Aliens, who are we to decide who can come in and who will survive? Never quite finding home in this life. Aliens, who are we to decide? Hey. Search for the human in me. What do you search for? The human in me and you. The human in you. The human in us. The human in me. The human in. What do you search for? The human in.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, we are back in the kitchen. I got a bit jelly of everybody cooking that gnocchi earlier. I thought, why not have a moment with the First Lady of South African media, myself, a celebrated business mogul and, of course, master of hospitality. And we'll put that to the test today. She's, of course, the legendary Basitsana Kamalo. We share a surname, so we must be family. And it's taking over our kitchen to share a passion for effortless entertaining. Now she joins us in making her show-stopping, elegant salmon trout and asparagus quiche. It's just perfect for a sophisticated occasion. Makes sense that top billing is around the corner.
Yes,
this is a top billing worthy meal. I will say that much.
That's for sure.
Basi, you in the kitchen often?
I love to cook.
You love to cook?
I literally cook dinner every single night.
No!
The kitchen is my happy place. That's where I get creative. And I don't actually cook from a recipe. I just make it up along the way.
Stop it. You just let the heart lead you.
Listen, girl.
What's your go-to? Like, what do you enjoy cooking in the kitchen?
We love salmon. We probably eat salmon twice a week. Those omegas are very important.
I've heard so,
And I'm big on, like being winter now. On Sunday, I made this oxtail.
Oh, stop.
Oh my God.
It's fine. My invitation got lost in the mail. Basi, you made it from scratch?
Yes, girl.
With dumplings? So delicious. Okay, so we don't have oxtail today, but we do have your second favorite thing. We've got some salmon, we've got some blanched asparagus in here waiting for the filling. So we've got some eggs that we'll whisk together along with the cream. You can apparently use sour cream as well, or creme fraiche. Parmesan, dill, seasoning. In fact, let me chop up your dill for you.
Thank you.
Because we're already making you work hard with that whisking. Nothing you're not used to, though.
Listen.
How are you with baking? Do you bake as well?
I'm not a great baker, to be very honest, but I do have a sweet tooth.
Ooh, yes.
So, ask me to razzle up a meal in 15 minutes.
Oh, wait, stop. What is your 15-minute meal?
Listen, stir fry.
Yes.
Chopped bit of chicken breast. Yeah. And voila, you've got a meal. And it's got all the nutrients, which is lovely. So we're going to put some cream.
We are. Michael Mole did say we mustn't be afraid of ingredients. I know you guys were talking about butter earlier. Cream is also okay. As long as you do it in moderation, you should be totally fine.
Absolutely.
As you do that, I'm actually going to go with the Parmesan. And put it on in.
Voila. Are you going to
delicious.
put the
Shall I keep
salmon
some
on?
for this? Yes. Right, I've got a job to do here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
see
sitting here in
somebody-
admiration. So wait, Mother's Day is
doing
also
her
around the
part.
corner.
What are your plans?
What are your plans? So do you plan or do you let your kids plan?
For Mother's Day, I let the kids
Let
take
them
over.
do it.
Let them do their
Let them
thing.
do
you
their
know?
thing.
I can sit back and be spoiled.
And relax.
And relax.
So we've got a high tea planned on our side. So I'm really excited. My family's very much a meal family. So they're like, no, man, we want to eat food. I said, guys, experience the goodness of a high tea. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
There's so much that you can experience. Little cucumber sandwiches, the treats and little eats that you can have. It's going to be a beautiful time.
Oh, divine. All right, do I just pour over now?
I'm going to put a little bit more salmon in.
Okay, great.
How much salmon is too much salmon?
Never can have too
Never
much
can
salmon.
have. Okay, there is a piece of plastic somewhere here.
There we
Put
go.
it on that side too.
Voila.
And I am ready for you to pour on
Let's
in,
do
Basi.
it.
And then we're going to cook this in a preheated oven. It was going for 180 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then you have that delicious meal.
Oh, la la.
You love a quiche?
I love a quiche.
With a little side salad. It's the perfect sort of brunch meal as well.
Lovely. Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh, Basi, well done.
Thank you.
That looks fantastic.
Sprinkle
a bit of salt.
and pepper.
Got a little bit of cheese left over. Ooh, Salt Bay. It's a Salt Bay for me. I love it. It's got that top billing touch. Tell me, top billing will also be covering food?
Of course. We love food. So we're going to be experimenting with different food across the world.
Wow.
So each destination we're going to feature, definitely food is going to be part of it.
Okay, your favorite place to eat outside of South Africa?
Paris. Paris.
Are we talking
darling.
croissants or is there something else that you enjoy?
Everything. I mean, a croissant and sitting by a side of a cafe, watching the people go by, having a bit of foie gras.
I've never had foie gras before, but I would like some of that.
Foie gras, darling. Yes.
Percy, that sounds fantastic. If you're wondering why we have the Queen of Media in the building today, it's because Top Billing, of course, comes back to S3. This is the home this Thursday, the 30th of April at 7 p.m. It's going to be fantastic. Look, I can't promise you a tart as good as this, but there will be stellar presenters doing their thing. And, of course, the best of the good life. Percy, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, darling. Thank you
It's
so
been
much.
an absolute pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And don't forget to catch her, Michael Mull, and all the new presenters on Top Billing. Oh, my goodness, it's going to be a fantastic season ahead.
Thursday, 7 p.m.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Every reason to plug into that one. It's going to be a date, and we'll see you there. But don't go anywhere just yet because we've still got a lot to look forward to. We got Bobby van Jaarsveld on his trip to Vietnam as we go on our search for a tropical island of treasure. And let me tell you, this journey was just stellar. On top of this, we've also got some sophisticated glassware and diningware. Just behind me right now, you can see it being set up for the occasion. And it's a season that we are anticipating to look absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I hope I crack an invite to that one, but you're going to get front row seats to the action in just a bit of Mzansi, so don't go anywhere. The seat is waiting for you.
So I'm.
Join me, Zanele Potelwa, this week as our tropical island search continues through Southeast Asia. We're in Vietnam, baby, where golden beaches meet buzzing cities and ancient traditions shape everyday life. Now, we all know travel is better with a partner, right? So, it's introducing Bobby van Jaarsveld.
Will Vietnam be the smoothest of them all?
Join us Monday evening at 6. Repeat Tuesday at 2 p.m. on S3 to find out.
Welkom terug allemaal. Jullie kijken nog steeds your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here op S3. Nou, daar is 'n rede hoekom ek altyd oorskakel na Afrikaans. And that reason natuurlijk is Bobby van Jaarsveld, the lovely Bobby, and our very own Zanzan. They went to Vietnam last week Monday. Hopefully, you guys did catch that episode. But before we chat to the lovely Bobby, kom ons gaan gou naar Vietnam toe.
Welcome to Andaman Embrace Patong.
Sawadika, and we get to the Andaman Embrace Patong and they embrace us, honey. Wolo Travel has been just so hospitable already. I mean, they're even opening doors for us. I'm met by this beauty of this lovely place we're going to be staying at. It's just been so seamless from South Africa getting to Thailand. It's been lovely.
It's giving 5-star. It's giving luxury. It's giving we're about to have a good time. So I'm impressed.
Where the limestone cliffs rise up from the turquoise waters.
And it is Bobby van Jaarsveld. Dankie dat jy het ons 'n bietjie kom kuier.
Dankie vir julle, jy praat so mooi.
Yo, ek probeer, Bobby. Okay, let's get into first question. Let's see if I can keep this up.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, question number one. Okay, jy het al Tropical Island of Treasure gedoen. Hoe was dit om deel te wees van Tropical Island Search?
Dit was besonders geweest.
Okay, mooi.
So Tropica, it was Tropica, but without the stress. There was no challenges involved, so it was really a relaxed time. It was amazing to be part of it.
Incredible. And then at the end of Vietnam, jy het gesê, Vietnam, jy het my hart. Wat het Vietnam aan jou gedoen?
Ek weet nie. I've traveled the world. I've seen a lot of places in my life, and especially Vietnam, I can't pinpoint it. There's something magical about the place. It's got everything. There's just something special. I can't pinpoint it.
Incredible. And you've seen the lineup for season 12, 2026. It is an incredible lineup. Who do you think is going all the way to the very end?
Sure, there's a lot of strong contestants there. Ek ben Semenya's daar, Ougart's daar, Leandi. There's so many, I really can't, because this is such a mind game as well. It's not only about strength. So I was surprised because I thought it's only strength. And so I was rooting for myself kind of for that. And then there was a mind game show, so it was tough. So you can never tell.
And the thing is, almal sê Caster Semenya. And miskien gaan sy wen, jy weet nie. Okay, and then Wolo Travel, they organized everything for you guys, from the travel to the hotel, everything. How did that make a difference on the trip for you?
It made the world different. I mean, if you leave me in that country, I'll probably get lost. Luckily, there are some people there that can help, but the Uber lady, luckily there's Ubers to help me. But the Wolo lady, she was amazing. She was like one of us. It was something like me. So they made the world of a difference.
Incredible. I was hoping that you were going to be my tour guide when you get there, but I think we got Wolo. Wolo's going to be just fine.
I'll do it next time.
Thank you, Bobby. All right, so you've done Zanzibar and now you've done Vietnam. Why do you think Vietnam is a strong contender?
I just think because there's something special about the country. I think people get to see a lot of other countries, but this one, it's got all the right aspects for a show like Tropica, Island of Treasure. It's got perfect spots for the challenges. So I think it might be the place, and I think if the people go there, they're going to visit, they're going to see why this place is surreal, it's magical, it's special.
What was the highlight for you?
Yeah, the beach. I love the beach. The basket boats, the Lady Buddha, the hand bridge.
I saw that, and how busy was that hand bridge?
It's just crazy. So, yeah, you can never explain it. Someone must just see it with their own eyes.
And then I know you guys also went to the market. Was it a frog or a spider? There was something that was snacks there that you didn't want to eat, that Zan did. I can't remember.
It was a para.
It was a para, okay. Het julle dit geëet?
It's a rauw para.
Oh, it wasn't even gebraid.
It wasn't hard. It was.
Oh no, Bobby. Of course you wouldn't have eaten that. I wouldn't have eaten that.
I've eaten pada before.
Yeah.
But,
not the live
one.
Not that one. Not the one in Vietnam.
No.
Okay, for everybody watching who wants to be part of Tropica Island Season 12, what advice would you give them?
I would tell them to definitely try, do it.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you get to see amazing places and meet amazing people. I think they must be themselves, be honest, and be a lekker mens. All the celebs out there are looking for someone to work with and to spend time with and to, I don't know, grow with. So just be a lekker person.
Just be a lekker
Ja.
mens. Okay, last question. Kan jy kook? Kook, ekskuus. Kan jy kook? Ons gaan kom bys toe
Ek kan braai.
Oh, we don't have a braai here in the Samsung DQX studio, Bobby. We're making something Vietnamish.
Okay.
I think you've got what it takes. I have faith in you.
Is it a challenge?
It's not a challenge.
Okay,
You're literally just cooking. That's all it is. Okay, well, we're looking forward to it. Hopefully, my Feel Good family, he'll be able to put his words into action. He's not going to burn this entire Samsung DQX studio down. But if you guys missed Zanele and Ngobile's Bali adventure last night, then you can catch the repeat today. It is Tropica Island Search today at 2 p.m. on S3. And then, if you want to hit the island, this is your final call. It is the last round of the in-person auditions, which is happening this weekend at Menlyn Park in Pretoria. With golden ticket up for grabs, you definitely want to attend. Head on over to @mytropica for all the details. Stay tuned for, of course, stay tuned with us. Bobby is heading to the kitchen. Gaan kry vir jou 'n lekker koffie, iets om te eet. Ons sien julle nou.
This week, Tropica Island Search lands in Bali. And of course, I'm not alone. I'm with the gorgeous award-winning sporty spice, Nobile Kwezi.
I am so excited to explore the luscious green jungles, the crystal blue water, as well as a warm culture second to none.
Join us as we explore this unique paradise and find out if Bali brings the ultimate smooth island energy. Catch our journey every Monday evening at 6, repeat Tuesday at 2 p.m. on S3. It's going to be smooth.
Okay, can we just check in right now, Mzansi, with all this opulence, all this top-billing talk, and all this travel infusion? I want to take a moment and talk about you, because you dressed our girl in such a beautiful look that we haven't actually taken it all in.
That's right.
And from tip to toe, my girl, you've really fit it in today.
Listen, I'm telling you, Ralph set the bar when it comes to looking good. And then I had to, of course, add a bit of a heel too on these beautiful boots. And they are ankle boots as well that are just dressed to kill. When they sang that song, these boots are made for walking, I am definitely who they were talking
just
about.
What they will do.
Right?
And I think officially when you look this good, we can't waste this look without maybe sending you off somewhere special. Maybe
yes.
a wine or a dine experience. Maybe something as beautiful as what we have next to us right now. Because wow.
The tablescape we're about to dive into is absolutely fantastic. And of course, we trust Charles when it comes to this. And we can't wait to talk about just sophisticated dining and beautiful, beautiful things that are coming your way by Woolworths this autumn-winter season.
Absolutely. And of course, Bobby van Jaarsveld is entering the building talking everything Vietnam as we try to discover another island of a treasure. This one could be it. Oh, yeah. Well, Zanzi, don't go anywhere. A lot of the good stuff is coming your way right after this.
Well, it's true. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and welcome back. We're talking all things to do with autumn, winter to prepare you for what's to come. And this season, it's all about dining in style. From chic glassware to sophisticated dining pieces, Woolworths makes it just so effortless to create a table that's both elegant, inviting, but also suited to any single occasion. Now, we brought in Editor-in-Chief of House and Leisure, Charles Edwards, to basically take us through the key trends and must-haves when it comes to winter entertaining. So, Charles, welcome back and thanks for being here.
Of course.
One of the occasions coming up is Mother's Day, so I'm already taking some ideas in to share with those around me, just in case they're lacking any plans. But I will say key trends for autumn, winter.
So I've just
Let's do it.
Yes, so I've just returned from Milan Furniture Week, and yeah, straight off the plane, and Team House and Leisure saw quite a lot of, beautiful items, design pieces, but specifically lots of tableware and dining pieces and gatherings and special gatherings. And we saw a lot of kind of pieces evoking a sense of nostalgia and the old world. I think just because we're in a very digital space at the moment, and I think a lot of designers are going back to kind of making spaces feel more at home and kind of cozy, such like this table, and anything al fresco or dining and intimate gatherings is kind of what we'll see more of.
I love that. This idea of home that's being brought back into the home space, right?
And you'll also see a lot more layering and a lot of kind of pieces with character and kind of storied pieces, but also a lot of, just kind of charm, character and personality.
Oh, I love that. I'm so here for the fact that we love minimal, but we also love the fact that your table should speak to who you are and who your home is as well. So for anybody that's at home right now that would love to just elevate their space a little bit, what could they start doing?
So the simplest thing obviously is just to add some greenery, just something from the garden or even tulips. These are my go-to favorites.
Tulips.
They're very classy, yet they're playful, and you can really play with them in such, many ways, kind of single stems or just kind of a whole bunch. They're quite effortless, but they're also kind of cheeky and spirit, and also kind of old worldly. And then another kind of very easy trick is just to add a candle. It just makes kind of any dining experience elevated and special.
The lighting, it just brings something to the space as well. Exactly, something moody. Switch off the overhead lights and just have the candles going.
Actually, always switch off the overhead
Always switch off the overhead lights. In fact, right now, I'm kidding. We've got a show to do. But let's get into talking a little bit more about this tablescape in particular. I mean, what are we looking at? What are we enjoying with our eyes?
So I think what you're seeing right now is kind of just, the latest kind of range from Woolies for autumn winter, but it's a lot of kind of pieces with kind of a sense of history and kind of like old world and kind of lots of kind of textures that have been mixed.
The textures are coming through.
So it's nothing minimal, but there's a lot of kind of print and floral print and kind of fantastical prints, as like that napkin over there with these beautiful plates with some...
Let's have a moment for the plates, because they're actually so
very
beautiful.
Designed, beautiful
and they're
prints.
matching. There's a bowl, a side plate and the main plate as well. Textured, the colors, but it's also classic at the same time.
Yes, classic and stylish, but also what I would personally do is always mix and match. Obviously, this is kind of a complete set, but I would kind of mix various pieces, mix some pieces from your granny and pieces from Woolworths. And
Wait, Charlotte, is that allowed? I didn't even know this was allowed.
Yeah, and also just to add in some glassware and some wood and just to ground it as well, because I think a huge inspiration always is nature. So I think adding some wooden pieces, even exposing a piece of your table, whatever material it is, kind of styling the tablecloth kind of half on, half off. It makes it more Baroque or Renaissance or like painterly, and just light a candle. But I just think all of these pieces speak to themselves, but also works as a whole.
I love that. And I do love the fact that you said we are allowed to mix and match, because I mean, all of us don't have 8 of the same things, number one, or just the fact that we can have fun when it comes to our dining.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be so serious or slick.
Exactly. And I think also when people sit down, they'll feel a sense of comfort, they'll feel that sense of home, and they'll say, okay, bring on the food, bring on the conversation, bring on the wine. We're about to have an absolutely fantastic time. So which items from this range would you say are a must-have when it comes to autumn winter?
I think definitely kind of the linen, the tablecloths, the napkins, but I think, the linen kind of tablecloth is just kind of such a kind of keepsake, and it's kind of very evergreen, so it'll work with any style. You can throw a color at it, you can throw monochromatic tones at it, or keep it very minimal and uncreased, and but it works with everything. So that's definitely a must-have. Kind of all the softs. And then I also think that kind of the cast iron kind of is an incredible piece, and also beautiful.
And they come in different colors as well.
Yeah, beautiful blues and mustards, and it's such a beautiful design that you would actually want to display it on the table. So kind of al fresco style feast. I think Italy, France. it's also bringing that out to the table and not kind of hiding it.
Yes. I like that dining has moved into that sort of space. Now, even the bread, you can have it there. You don't have to have waiters coming in one at a time. Just eat family style at the table and enjoy. Charles, thank you so much for coming through. I feel like with that expertise knowledge, we feel a bit more equipped and empowered to take on a beautiful table setting like this. And of course, with the help of Woolworths, it just makes it that much easier. And as you can see, from beautifully crafted details to just those standout statement pieces that you can keep for years to come. It's never been easier to elevate your table this season. So please go ahead and shop this and more. You could do so at Woolworths, available in-store, online, and of course on the Woolies app.
Oh man, such good things are still happening here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And one such thing is the fact that we've got Bobby van Jaarsveld in the house, okay? It is off the back of us going and exploring Vietnam for Tropica Island Search. And the lovely thing about getting and exploring into all of these beautiful spaces is that we get to taste delicious food. How good was the food in Vietnam?
It was amazing. I'm not going to try and make it now. I'm more of a braai. I can braai, not
This is a nice traditional dessert from Vietnam. It's called ban flan. And ban flan, very different to the frog that we saw in the street. However, friend, are you ready to make this?
I can try. I'm not a cooker or cook.
Okay.
I'm a braaier.
You know, the fact that you said I'm not a cooker tells me everything I need to know.
I'm not a cooker.
I'm not a cooker.
Okay, I'm not a cooker.
Okay. So essentially, we've got our cream, we've got our milk, we've got our eggs over here. It's 5 egg yolks and 3 egg whites, from what I understand, some sugar, and then we got some syrup over there. And what I think, Bobby, is that we need to help each other. Do you remember when we made the lamps in Vietnam?
Exactly.
I think this is
It's
me
kind
and
of a
you.
challenge.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So let's do this together. So let's switch on. You can start whisking the eggs and the sugar together, okay? And then I'm gonna get this going over here.
What was that? Sincha.
Ciao, yes, Tommy, yes, this is why you were the perfect partner. Okay.
I can still remember.
Exactly, exactly. But tell me, Bobby, what was the best thing that you truly remember from just getting to experience the food, particularly in Vietnam?
The best thing, I think all the flavors and colors and everything. It's just the whole vibe around everything that's going on there.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely some of the weird food. The para was weird.
Yes, and we also actually got to was it crab or something? Crab on a stick that we got to taste or something like that. Or it was fish eye at some point.
Fish.
Remember the green and
fish,
the orange.
The fish balls.
Yes,
Fish
it
balls.
was
It
fish
was a fish balls.
balls. Thank you. Exactly.
I didn't like this fish balls.
It was quite the experience, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
I think you are. You're doing great, Bobby.
Is it?
You're being a cooker right now, Win. Just don't spill it, Bobby, please.
We are.
Oh, but my Bobby, I need to ask you, because I know you and Chan have been speaking about, why people should enter and things like that. But talk to me, how did Tropica change your life particularly?
I think, I got to know myself a bit better on the show as well, because I thought Tropica was going to be a lot of physical challenges. It was, but it was more mind challenges as well. So I wasn't prepared for that. So I don't think that's why I actually lost, because of all the mind games and all the bit of a backstabbing stuff. I played a nice game, I think. So next time when I'm back on the show, I really want to. So hopefully they ask me again.
Are you saying you're going to backstab Bobby?
A bikkie man.
Bobby van Jaarsveld, you want to backstab Bobby betuna. Okay, I think it's starting to simmer, Bobby.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my gut over here. I'm hoping that this is the right thing. See, Mzansi, they put Bobby and Zanele in the kitchen. We don't know what's gonna happen. And the risk that we run right now is turning this into scrambled eggs, which is what you don't want. So, Bobby, let's see if we're getting somewhere. Okay, friend?
Yeah, right.
Okay, here we go. But remember, you need to be quick.
Yeah.
You need to be quick. Okay, here we go. Ish, it seems a bit warm. I'm scared.
I cook.
Okay. I don't know why they trusted us. Where's Chandley? Because this is very scary right now. Okay, it's looking like it's going okay, Bobby.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's going okay. I don't think we're doing too bad, I will say. Bobby, was there anything that scared you in Vietnam, actually, with you and I being scared over here? I won't lie, being in the clouds when we were at...
in the handbridge.
Yes,
it was amazing.
yes. It was amazing.
But being that high up in the...
Are you afraid of heights?
I'm not, but it was high, Bobby, and there was so many. What do you call those things? The network of.
Oh, the cable car.
Yes, that was amazing, right?
That was crazy.
It was amazing.
I'm definitely not afraid of heights, so I do bungee jumping a lot, so I'm not scared of that.
Oh my goodness!
So nothing actually scared me in Vietnam.
I love that.
Yeah.
You see, this is what makes for a good person on Tropical Island of Treasure, because you're able to just face all the fears.
Yeah.
Bobby, is it turning into eggs?
No.
It's not! Success! Okay, here we go. Okay, Bobby, so now we need to put it into there. And actually, we can use this. We need to put it into these bowls over here.
Moet ek dit hier?
Ja, hierso. Ja.
How do you do that?
Baie,
Okay,
baie.
so leave this klitser now.
Yes, jy kan. Ons sal you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you do that? Okay.
Yes, exactly. Excuse my Afrikaans. I'm busy trying to cook over here. Bobby, I think we actually did well. Should we go and taste?
Yeah,
Should we taste? So no, we're not finished. So this is how it actually works. And let's actually finish. You're right, Bobby. This is why you are here. This is why this is a team effort.
Now it's soup.
It is soup, but then you know what you do?
Sweet
you put
soup.
it into the oven, my beautiful family, and it's inside of a tray. So you almost give it a bath of sorts. It's got water in here. So we just place it in here. Please give me the other one, Bobby.
Okay.
We put it in there.
Oh, yeah?
And then you cook it in the oven. Bobby, we didn't
Wait.
trust ourselves, hey?
Well,
But Bobby,
I trust you, but not myself. Like, I can make popcorn and braai.
I don't trust myself or you. So you know what? Let's come to this
Well, you're
side,
not wrong in
Bobby. With my cooker, just you need to outline over there so that we can take this out and put it onto the plate.
Cooker.
So let's start with this one. Let's see if it's going to.
Okay.
So this is what you have to do, my beautiful family. You take it, right? Because this one is already outlined. And then let's see if we get this right. There it is! Oh my word, success!
Dis mooi.
Dis baie mooi
Ja,
is.
ek kry dit reg. Waar's my bord?
No, Nia, let's just taste it.
Oh.
Fine, okay? Let's do that. But my Bobby, in terms of the Tropical Island search,
Thank you so much.
you know, how much of a life-changing experience was it for you? Let's taste and you can think about that. Because I can tell you this much, it was life-changing for me indeed.
It was definitely. You
Yeah.
really get to know yourself in the island.
Exactly. Let's have a taste.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Lekker.
Mmm.
Wat is het? Banala.
Barnflan.
Barnflan.
Yes. And we're going to take a break now. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we've got a Piwe, and she's taking us into the rest of the day, baby. Oh, give me some more. I remember tasting this in Vietnam.
Baie lekker.
Lights, camera, island action. Wiseman is getting ready for Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12.
How I'm preparing for this, it's mentally, physically, of course, and spiritually.
And he's telling us all about it.
The reason why I decided to enter the competition is to inspire other kids out there, to show them it's possible.
Catch it this Thursday on Expresso, 6 to 9 a.m. on S3. Well, for the final time, welcome back, Mzansi, and thank you for joining us this morning. I want to tell you some good news. There is a staggering 75 million rand estimated Powerball Plus jackpot that's turning up the heat on this Tuesday. So play now and step closer to winning multi-millions.
Oh, it's a lot of millions and you want to do it now. So buy your tickets now in store. You can do it on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, or you can use cell phone banking.
Now, all those details are posted on our Expresso social media pages. Go check them out, as well as Michael Mole and Bassi. Just everybody having a great time. And then you, Panda Pusha, play Powerball Plus for an estimated 75 million rand jackpot today. And you could just win big.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a winner already. Not because I've got involved in this game, which I want you to do, but because the lady's about to perform once again in Jersey. Let's go.
My feel-good family, her name is Naledi, and she is shutting down the show on a high with her incredible single called Meadows. Put your hands together, it's Naledi.
Meadows stained with ice, shadows follow me. Children sing their songs of playtime. Mamela, bariblela, gibo pilo bo fing, boribo pilangbo. Firewood, burning flames. Someone new remembers my name. Mothers carried us home, back where we belong. Mamela, bariblela, gibo pilo bo fing, boribo pilangbo. Lam Thixo wam sondela, ithemba lam nephupho zam ziyaphela. Sondela, lozi lam Thixo wam ndiyanqanqazela. Lozi lam Thixo wam sondela, ndibuyele ekhaya ndizoyathela. Thetha nam sondela, sondela.
Another feel-good production.